What's up, everybody? If you are tuning in to watch the Masters with me, this back nine, DJ leaders are on 10. Are coming into 11 here. So thanks for joining. I see Haskell's in there. It's early here on the West Coast, 9:30 a.m. No big deal. Got some greenness in here. I think Ellis is going to stop in here soon. I sent a link to Ken too, though not a giant golf fan. He may be jumping in. Hope you guys are all enjoying this. J-Knob 16, let's go. Correct. Dylan Fratelli, yes. Garrett, what up, dude? Love it. Garrett Farney, a professional golfer. A lot better than me. That was a huge par from Rory. Hell of a sand save. Rory wearing that sexy flesh tone Nike today. Full nip popping, looking strong. This has been an awesome Masters. I don't know if you guys saw. I see the Baba Luke saying Tiger made a 12. No, Tiger on 12 made me feel better about my golf game, but he's still the GOAT. You're not wrong. A 10 on the par 3. I think that's and I think people that play golf know is when you get to that point, just pick up the ball and walk to the next hole. It is just brutal. Oh, dude, formerly Oops. What's up, man? Good to see you, bud. Garrett wants Im to win. I'm guessing you put some money on Sungjae Im. That would be one of the. I mean, his game is incredible, and he swings the. He swings the club like a bigger dude would swing the club, and I like him. He's young. He's kind of a badass. I actually really like Abraham Answer too. The guy just reps his own tequila brand on his bag and his hat. Just F sponsors, except he does have like 94 other sponsors across his shirt. He's just repping that own tequila brand. Mark is coming on about 10 a.m. Mark and I did a draft. We'll see where the standings are when he comes on the show, but we usually draft 5 golfers for every major, and Mark has yet to beat me, and I haven't looked at any of the scores. I am doing quite well in DraftKings, though. Oh, thanks, J-Knob. Yeah, we're excited about having a – hold on, here we go. Live stream on Thursday because of work, but thanks, man. Yeah, we're excited about the baby. I already bought her a bunch of little golf stuff, so I'm gonna put a grip and a club in her hand as soon as humanly possible. J Dog, what's up? The Masters, Steelers hosting the Bengals. Big day from Makuga. I have zero confidence in my Steelers today. This is a trap game. Joe Burrow is gonna light up our beleaguered secondary. If you are betting at home, bet the Bengals to cover. Listen, my Steelers are 8-0. The floor has to fall. We have to lose at some point. And as most Steeler fans will tell you, the mental space is stay negative. Always stay negative. Never be positive about anything in sports. It's the only way to live, because if you stay negative and then you're surprised, it's the best thing that ever happened. But if you're so positive that you're going to win and then you lose, then you're heartbroken. Garrett Farney, no, I actually have money on DJ. He's been playing great and would love to see someone young and new win. I don't disagree. Oh, this tee shot for Rory is not his favorite. Oh, he's out there. He's going to maybe make the pine straw. I love the Top Tracer. I wish that Top Tracer could follow me around on a night of drinking just to see like where. But also I think they should do the Top Tracer for the average golfer to see how terrible it is. Heenan O'Brien, that's a hell of a name. How are you not a professional golfer? For shame, Bungles have no O-line or no line. Listen, it's a division game. The Bengals always play us tight. Here's Knob's favorite guy, Dylan Fratelli, with the Oakley specs. Waxed it out of the tree. Did he try and bend it around the tree? Does he do it? Oh, he did it. That's a hell of a shot. Must be the Oakley clear goggles. I can't play golf in sunglasses or even eyeglasses. I do have terrible vision. It either messes with my putting or just – all right, this is my favorite dude. Cameron Smith, young guy out of Australia. Have you ever seen a golfer look more Australian? Okay. The guy's got like a head of lettuce in the back there, wearing a tight Penguin shirt. His caddy looks like he just auditioned for Point Break. Like, this guy is awesome. And he plays it out right. It does not hook. He is not happy. All right, for those at home, yes, Garrett, how about Tiger with a 10? We've all been there. DirecTV, 14, 15, 16 has 4K channels. Damn, that's smart. I like that idea. Oh, here comes Tiger at 16. Last year almost dunks it. See what he does here. I love the pin placement on 16 is my favorite pin placement in golf. Everybody knows where it is on Sunday. Everybody knows where it's going to be. Does he? Oh, it's up on the hill now? Whoa, they didn't put it low? This is my first look at 16. Cameron Smith, J-Nob, that mustache is horrendous. I'm guessing on Cameron Smith. Yeah, here's the thing. I think a rule in life is if you have blonde facial hair, the mustache is a weird look because it kind of looks like you either like just got sand on your face or you just ate a bunch of Nilla wafers. It's a tough look. And I feel bad for dudes that want to grow beards but have blonde facial hair. It's like you don't have another option. I can't believe they changed the 16 pin placement. That is such a bummer. Oh, DJ with that huge power fade. God, his golf swing is so sexy. Yes, I said sexy. Cameron Smith looks like Garrett would be friends with Joe Dirt. Yeah. No, I think his caddy is Joe Dirt. And they have a bunch of fireworks and they're ready to set off at any one time. 25 people in here watching. Let me know who you are, who you guys are rooting for. If you want DJ to win. I mean, DJ is going to be tough to get caught here. We're on the 11th hole, a 505-yard par 4. This is where somebody like me who doesn't get off the tee that well, this is a 3-shot par 4 for me. And I don't have a great short game. I've had a chip yip since, I don't know, 2004, 2005 that I'm currently working on. And just, it boggles my mind. I literally putt from everywhere. That's my hashtag putt from everywhere. I love links courses because I can putt from everywhere. The other day I played golf on Wednesday. Oh, Tut says he's rooting for DJ. I like it. I think I'm rooting for DJ too. I like him. I think we all want to see Paulina Gretzky come on the 18th hole. That was probably the wrong verbiage there. We want her to appear on the 18th hole to hug DJ. They were showing pictures of her yesterday out there. I mean, that is a look. J-Dog saying he'd really have to choke this to lose it. I don't know if he'd have to choke it. I think that somebody would really have to have a big back nine. Like Im's going to have to, or I mean, the closest guys to him are Cameron Smith and Im. And these guys are both Masters rookies. And if you listen to people that say like, you know, if it's your first Master, it's really hard to win. It's not. You're not wrong. It's hard. Scott Welsh, 100% confirmed that blonde Wait, here we go. 100% the blonde mustache. I have to start growing my November stash in September. Yeah, Scott. Listen, I'm sorry about the facial hair situation. I wish. I mean, I like to say cursed. I guess blessed with dark facial hair, but really and truly cursed with whatever is on my body and face. If you guys watched any of that Smasher, guess who's here, ladies and gentlemen? It's Chubbs Peterson, the ghost of Chubbs Peterson. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Josh, this is my wooden hand. Just tuning in. It's just one of the most random, hilarious parts of Happy Gilmore. Is the first time you see it, you have no idea what's coming. And he's like, couldn't play in the tour anymore. It's like, oh, because you're black. No, a goddamn alligator. And he just started jabbing him with this wooden thing.
Dude, I love when one of my favorite parts is when he's like, yeah, my mom said it was too dangerous. And he's like, oh, yeah, good call.
It really is a movie that stands the test of time with everything except for how golf is actually played. But who really cares?
Yes, exactly.
Who really cares? Now, my question to you is, if we're watching the Masters right now, so don't take all the golfers that have ever lived, but if you actually had to cast golfers that are currently in competition at the Masters to play roles in Happy Gilmore. I think we all know Happy has to be played by Bryson DeChambeau. Like, it's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, if Bryson DeChambeau isn't happy, who is it? He swings the club like Captain Caveman. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, but the thing about Bryson is that he also has sort of a Shooter McGavin vibe where it's like, I'm better than you, so fuck off.
Dude, I think I tweeted the other day, I was like, every question during the press thing was like, what do you think of Bryson DeChambeau's distance? What do you think he's going to do this week? Now I know why Shooter McGavin was getting so pissed that Happy Gilmore was all the questions at the Portland Open. Like, yeah, he hits it long, but he came in dead last. Bryson DeChambeau comes in with some like excuse. I've been feeling dizzy and not that good all week. Dude, you just bombed it OB a bunch of times. Don't give me that. So when I walk up, I was like, couldn't make a putt today. I just stink. What do you...
I feel like Justin Thomas has a lot of Happy Gilmore in him, though, just as far as the mannerisms off the course, because like not the temper thing, but he's just like a regular dude. You just kind of root for Justin Thomas, you know? Like
I agree.
Justin Thomas is a guy that I'd like to see get more majors, but all of it is qualified by the fact that if I had my way in golf, that Tiger would be winning every major, and I don't care about anybody else. Like you could put Tiger in the Masters on Sunday, and you could pair him up against my dead grandfather, who is risen from the grave to compete at the Masters, his lifelong dream. And I'd be like, sorry, Pop-Up, I got to pull with Tiger on this.
Dude, I 100% agree with you. There's nobody I root for more. I mean, did you see him just pull that 10 on 12?
No, so Josh, I have been indisposed this morning. Is as much information as I'll give anyone, and but I'm home now, and I heard about the 10, and I saw that when I woke up, I saw DJ was only up by 1, and I was like, oh, this is classic Dustin Johnson, where he looks unassailable on Saturday, and then Sunday he's going to give you a window. He's going to give you a chance to catch up. But now it looks like he's starting to kick it in as we see Tiger kick in what appears to be his final putt of the – no, he's on 16. Okay.
Yeah,
he birdied 16. Look at this fighter. Look at this grinder. Since he made 10, he's got 3 birdies out of his next 4 holes. That is grinding.
Mark, did you see that they changed the pin placement on 16?
Yes, I heard Vern talking about it not 2 minutes ago when I was making my morning shake. And because look,
is that a pitcher of Coors Light with a straw in it?
It is just amazing to me the amount of shit that I've gotten about how I don't dump my shake into a more adult container to drink it out of. And I'm like, I live alone. Who am I impressing?
Mark, as somebody that got a NutriBullet, I have never used another cup but what comes in the NutriBullet.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like, yeah, it's one less dish to do, and that's already a gigantic dish.
You know what's in this?
What's that? Mud.
All of the sports radio that you and I listen to, it finally got in my head like a damn earworm, and it just wouldn't leave. It's M Drive.
You did get M Drive. Josh, is it the one that makes your peen work better, or the one that gives you like more testosterone?
I think you'd have to interview some other people about whether the peen's working better. But with this, I didn't get I just got the protein powder, whatever their protein shake is. And I got to tell you, it's chocolate mousse flavored. It is amongst the best tasting protein. I've tried them all. It is amongst the best tasting protein shakes. So I combined that with this keto protein that I got. I'm not on the keto diet because I enjoy liquid carbs, but you put a little bit of that in there, you put a little bit of this, it's the best protein shake I've ever had in my life.
I mean, listen, as somebody who's only drank maybe 3 protein shakes in his life, because that powder leaves a film in my mouth like Crystal Light, maybe I will try some M Drive.
Why don't you come over? Why don't you come on over? Well, why don't you come on over to Uncle Mark's house and I'll whip you up a protein shake.
I like this invitation. I'd much rather have the invitation of come on over to Uncle Mark's house, drink liquor out of my 1 cup in the cabinet. There's Rory. Rory with a big shot on 13. Could he make eagle? He makes eagle, jumps up to 13 under. I mean, he could make a run here.
His nips are popping hot in that flesh tone Nike shirt.
Yeah. Rory looking like Jennifer Aniston in '96.
Yes.
You know, here's the thing. You know that you always have my one cup because I drink straight out of the can. The thing that I love about the Masters, and I think the reason why it's my favorite, as Hootie Johnson would say, tournament, is because of 13 and 15 and the back nine in general, the Amen corner into the par fives, where me as a fan, I've never been to Augusta National in my life, and I know every undulation, I know every hill, I know every bump, I know every crease and crevice of this golf course, and because it's so familiar, it just gives you extra juice. And like, I love being informed as a sports fan, and nothing keeps me more informed than being able to watch this course time and time again, year after year, which is why that pin placement on 16 is interesting. It's not the classic pin placement that we saw Jack hit in '86 or Tiger hit last year on Sunday, but it still adds an element of excitement to me.
Yeah, I mean, not having it on the lower portion and putting it up on that upper tier, it doesn't have the same, like, you know, oh, we hit the slope, oh, it could come down and go in. I love that. Plus, you know, that famous chip, you know, in your life. That pin placement on 16 is just something magical. I'm almost kind of butthurt about it. You know, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you and I were talking about this offline yesterday, where it's like, there is a weird relaxation to the fact that Tiger's not in competition, because I think I speak for both of us when I say I root for Tiger, but I am such a tightly wound ball of stress when he is leading or in contention Sunday and Saturday, and it's like I can't function, I can't think about anything else. So it is kind of nice to just like this. On my dad and I would always rationalize Wake Forest losing in March Madness. Like if we got to like the Elite Eight or the Sweet 16, it's like, man, we lost and we're bummed. But then my dad and I will look at each other like, hey man, pressure's off. We don't have to worry anymore. You know? We just get to enjoy basketball now.
Yeah, it's like watching the Super Bowl and none of your teams are in. It's like I can just get drunk and bet on a pool or prop bets, but instead, like, you know, I put my head through a wall time after time during that 2012 Super Bowl with the Packers, and the Steelers haven't been there since. And I tell you, like, I mean, my stress level each week for the Steelers in this regular season has been insane. I mean, we've had cardiac games every game for the Steelers. We never cover. It's never a blowout. Even when it is a blowout, Tomlin's like, hey, I'm going to put in a dime defense. They're going to score 3 quick touchdowns, and then it's going to get interesting. You guys are welcome. It's the same thing.
Yeah, can I tell you something from the bottom of my heart?
You don't give a shit.
You and I have been friends a long time. I did not realize how much you were suffering, that your team has not been to a Super Bowl since all the way back in 2012. I don't know how you're getting up and dressing yourself in the morning. I mean, 8 years, you poor thing. How have you been able to put pants on and brush your teeth like an adult that your team hasn't been successful to get to a Super Bowl in 8 whole years? You are a spoiled brat, and you do not deserve all of the good. Your team has enough wins for any team in the NFC East to win that division twice.
I apologize, Mark. That's, you know what, I overstepped my boundary. I'm sorry.
As I watch the Masters on my TV and I look at that classic frame picture of John Riggins breaking a tackle back in 1982, because it's all I have.
It's all I've got here. Oh, here comes Bernard Longer. Still rocking, man. The long putter, here's the crazy part. Bernard Longer looks just like my father-in-law, and I know that if my father-in-law actually played golf, he'd probably have a long putter, whilst I still play with this tiny little blade putter that I've played with forever.
He does look like your father-in-law. I never put that together. I just always had him as a like 20 years younger than however old Clint Eastwood is at the time. But
yes. Yeah,
Bernard Longer. Okay, here's my question though. Like, is he using the long putter because it's more effective, or is it just because he's older now and he doesn't feel like crouching down every time he feels like banging a putt? Like, I think that if I started playing golf again, I'm 40 and I would go long putter just because I don't want to have to straighten my back crouching over a windy 9-footer for par.
I love that they put, okay, so oldest players to make the cut, Bernard Long or Tommy Aaron, but they didn't put the picture of Tommy Aaron when they made the cut. They put the picture of Tommy Aaron when he like took his church photo 3 weeks ago. Come on, guys. That's not the age that he made the cut.
What's the most golf name? Like you hear the name and you're like, oh, that guy's got to be a golfer. For me, Charles Howell III is up there.
Yeah, that's
Tommy
really
Armour III is up there. If you're the third, then you probably play golf.
Now, I mean, Harold Varner II, that's
a really good one.
It's a really good golf name, man.
Harold Varner, though, is almost like a chess name.
Harold Varner, or he owns like a finish, like a construction, like finishing, like varnish. Varner's Varnish.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. But Bryson DeChambeau to me does not sound like a golfer name. Dustin Johnson sounds like the guy who just can't get his shit together, who's always at the bar. Like it's like, hey, Dustin, did you just get off work or did you just not go to work?
How about his parents were like, we're only naming our kids names that end in TIN. His brother Austin, his name's Dustin. Like, come on, parents. How hard is it to name your kid something that isn't a dirt bike rider in Temecula?
I love Dustin Johnson's demeanor on the course, and I think that's kind of been beat into him because of who his father-in-law is. Because, like, it doesn't matter what Dustin Johnson does in his golf career. You're sitting across the Thanksgiving table from Wayne Gretzky, and it's like, what are you going to do to impress me? They call me the great. Well, I might be the greatest athlete that ever lived.
Yeah.
It's cute that you go outside and you hit a ball around, but I'm Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, you won a U.S. Open. Congratulations. Oh, you've got multiple golf trophies. I won 4 Stanley Cups.
Yeah, this is a big putt by Rory right here for Eagle. Rory. Oh. And suddenly,
it was close.
You and I are closer than I think you would like in our draft.
I know. I haven't looked at the scores. Have you looked at them?
Well, yes, Josh. I'm a fan of sport, and so I have been paying attention. I'm also a fan of beating you once in my life. So for those of you watching, Josh and I, we used to do it every major, and then I just got bored of giving him $20 every 4 times a year, where we would do a draft. We'd either each draft 5 golfers or 10 golfers that are in the field for a major tournament. Tournament, and we would and we do like a fantasy draft back and forth. And I've never beat Josh. Josh has probably taken, I'd probably say $200 off me in the years that we've known each other. And I decided to revive it it's November. It's the Masters. Everything's different. Let's do this. And Josh and I both had pretty good drafts. I took a flyer on Tony Finau with my last pick, and
he did not show up.
Didn't go my way, but I'm happy with the rest of my team. I mean, I got Brooks Koepka, I got Rory McIlroy, I got Xander Schauffele, and and I got Bryson DeChambeau.
Okay, so DeChambeau having a comeback is only helping your cause.
I bought into the hype with him. I got so excited. Here's Brooks for Eagle. That could be big. No, but that's an easy kick-in birdie for Brooks.
Okay, so
wait, Josh, before you read your team, who at Nike said, hey, you know what? All of our clients are only wearing brown and pink shirts this week.
Mark, I've been talking about it with multiple different people. I mean, yesterday Patrick Reed was literally wearing Berber carpet as a t-shirt. Okay, here's Justin Thomas. Dude, Justin Thomas is the best dressed guy on tour, 100%. Get sponsored by Polo and look that good. We need him to birdie 13 and 15. He needs to sneak in here quickly. Oh, here comes Bryson DeChambeau, failed chef at an okay French restaurant.
That's exactly who he is. That's exactly who he is. Nice putt, Bryson.
That's big for you.
I think that, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, I think that in our community, you are like Ricky Fowler in that you have a flair that you dress with, and occasionally it gets ridiculous. Yeah. And that's what's holding Ricky Fowler back from being the best dressed golfer on tour. But let's also not overlook, I know it's easy, Tiger Woods is always impeccably dressed for golf.
You're not wrong. Here's the thing. If I played on tour, I don't know if I'd go full John Daly, even though I do have a lot of loudmouth golf apparel, right?
Yeah.
I would wear like maybe some of the more tastefully done loudmouth golf, but I would be very, very colorful. Lots of pinks, lots of yellows, lots of blues. Nike, on the other hand, they're like, hey, Paul Casey, do you want to wear a shirt that looks like the Nike got drunk and just imprinted itself? Oh, nice putt by DJ, sneaks it in there.
I would be wearing, first of all, AJ Swo shirt. You're not going to work, okay? It's
Mark. His name is AJ Schwackert, and he was a backup quarterback for the Detroit Lions in 2006, 2007.
You are gonna, wow, that is amazing that I decided to highlight that comment, given who my Washington football team is about to walk into. So, AJ, thanks for hanging out with us. We know you're not actually going to work. We know that you're probably burying a body somewhere in a nearby desert, but good luck with that. We'll be right. Well, Josh will be right here. I'm leaving in a couple minutes, but Josh will be here hanging out.
I'll be here.
If I was on tour, you know, the thing that I would constantly rock, and people who know me in my personal life probably could tell this. I love wearing white basketball shorts. I prefer the white shorts and then the darker top as opposed to reverse.
Would be see-through.
I'm first of all not bashful. Second of all, I think I would really rock white pants well. And so now here's the problem though, is that you know that if I'm at the Masters and they're offering me some of those pimento cheese sandwiches, or I'm at some sort of Napa Valley tournament and I'm drinking wine, I am probably going to ruin those pants. There's going to be a lot of pasta stains on those white pants.
Yeah, I bought a pair of pants few years back from Bonobos, another company that you should look into. It's a great preppy brand.
I've heard of Bonobos. I'm aware that it seems like Bonobos would have tailored Zach Morris in his graduate school years.
Yes, I agree. The Ian Poulter, J-Nob says Ian Poulter had a bad look yesterday. I don't know if Ian Poulter can have a bad look. He always rocks plaids, Scotsman kind of stuff. And if Ian Poulter was American, I'd love him even more. He just seems to kill us in the Ryder Cup every year. But I think that, you know, listen, look, DJ's fine. He's Adidas. He's got the stripes. Sung J Im, I don't mind the camouflage. I feel like these dudes just get like slammed into having to wear this stuff. And I'll be honest, Nike golf stuff, I don't own any Nike golf stuff because I don't really like that much of it.
My favorite dudes on tour are the guys that are like barely there, and you can tell because their shirts look like a goddamn NASCAR, and they're just like random patches of like local like Double D's barbecue joint, Hey, hey, why are you wearing a DD Pecker's bar and wing like on the back of your? It's like, no, I just, any space here is for rent. Is that DJ?
That's DJ. He's over. That's huge. 12 was where the hiccup was last year. Before you leave, Mark, last year during the Masters, I was when Tiger won, I was stuck in that Chicago airport alone at a bar for the beginning part. And when Francesco Molinari knocked it in the water, I stood up and yelled. I was like, yeah! And then nobody else did that because it seemed like people were rooting against Tiger. And I was like, I'm Italian and I still don't like that guy. Like, I thought it was
I kind of wish that I was with you at that Chicago bar so you and I could have made asses out of ourselves cheering on, because Josh and I have this long-standing thing where if Tiger's in contention and the world is open, then we want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings early Sunday morning, and we'll both wear our victory red golf shirts and just cheer on Tiger and get hammered. We were not able to do that. So where I was during that time was I was in my hotel bed, nice, snug, warm, watching Tiger with the Masters, tears coming down my face, texting with Josh. And it made it a little sweeter, Josh, knowing how hungover and desperate you were in an airport bar. The fact that I was so cool and just relaxed and not a care in the world. It was just a great weekend. And but I will tell you this, that was the weekend of Star Wars Celebration.
It was.
And that Sunday, I had press passes to go to the Mandalorian panel to go see the first ever look at the Mandalorian before it came out. And I was like, yeah, I could go to that, but I'm not missing Tiger Woods possibly win a Masters. So
I'm with you.
Sorry, Mando.
Here comes Sung J Im.
Yeah, he's got that backswing that makes me nervous.
It's that hitch in the giddy up.
Yep.
Oh, short in the bunker. That's better than long in the bunker, I think.
It's better than long, and it's better than wet.
Then better than wet. Mark, do you know what? So this is not the putter I play with. This is a putter I bid on at an auction, and I will give you 2 guesses as to who at one point either owned this putter or I was told owned this putter, and I just paid extra money at an auction for somebody that may or may not have owned this putter.
Okay, and you procured it when?
At a golf outing at an auction. Here comes Tiger. Does he get to even? Oh,
What
he
year?
does. Tiger back at even after a 10. Look at that. 4 birdies after the 10. That's how you rebound, Mark. That is how you rebound. Now, if only he could have done this on friggin' Friday.
He does this though. He does this when he's competing in a major and he puts the red shirt on. Even if he's out of when he's out of contention, he's just like, fuck it. I'm just going to go out there and just remind everybody that I'm Tiger.
Yes.
And he can pour in a bunch of birdies. Now, you want to talk about being a ball of stress. You want to talk about being nervous. You want to talk about being tight watching a sporting event. I have now switched over to AJ's Lions, hosting my Washington football team. And our starting quarterback is Alex Smith. And I am just so
Every
afraid.
time he steps back, I lose my mind.
I don't want to see body parts flying on a field today, but I'm rooting for him. It's so impressive what he was able to come back from. This is his first start in 2 years. And I think that he's probably the best guy for the job. Between Dwayne Haskins and Kyle Allen, all things even, everybody's healthy. I'm taking Alex Smith all day.
Okay, Mark. Dylan Fratelli, who's what Fratelli in Italian means brother. So Dylan Fratelli.
You got that from Goonies.
No, Fratelli is brother.
Now you're just making stuff up because
Sorelli is sister, Fratelli is brother. Come on.
You know that my idiot Irish, English, German ass is going to be like, oh, it means bro. Okay, I'll go tell people that. And then I'm going to look like an asshole.
All right. So, Mark, you've seen the putter that I play with. It's much shorter, but still a blade putter because I'm like Happy Gilmore. I need it to be like a hockey stick.
Yes.
You have 2 guesses as to who owned this putter at one point.
Okay. But that Dylan Fratelli drop wasn't a hint, was it?
Oh, sorry. No. So Dylan Fratelli wears the Oakley like eyeglasses.
Kurt Rambis.
You get, he does like have the Kurt Rambis look. Now I give you Dylan Fratelli's Oakleys or Tom Kite's ski goggles in the 1992 U.S. Open. Who do you take?
Tom Kite's. Hey, I'm a mom picking the kids up in my minivan from the mall. Look.
Tom Kite's glasses are so thick that Coca-Cola was like, that's too thick for our bottles. It's too expensive. That's how thick Tom Kite's.
I feel bad for Tom Kite because he came in second when they were casting the Joker. He came in second to Cesar Romero. He almost took that gig, and then he almost faced off against Michael Keaton, but then Nicholson came in at the end. He lost out to Heath Ledger. He almost has been the Joker so many times.
I know. All right, let's do. I'll do. You be Bryson. Oh, dang! I was just gonna be
wait. I got to guess who used to own that putter. Is it a golfer or like John Boyd the actor?
No, it is a golfer. Unfortunately.
Let's play. Let me play like 5. Give me 5 yes or no questions. Okay.
Okay.
Has this golfer won a major?
Yes.
Okay. Has this golfer won a major in the last 20 years?
No.
Okay.
Sung J M he's got a touch. Still a tester for par.
Has this golfer won over 2 majors?
Yes.
Nick Faldo.
That is incorrect. You have one more guess.
Okay.
I would have thought this would be easy for you, to be honest with you.
Oh, wait. Is it? No. Is it Wake Forest legend Arnold Palmer?
It is.
Okay. What's the story?
So we're at a golf outing.
What's the bullshit tale that they told you to buy?
So, you know the story of John McCouga, my father, who at golf outings wins everything all of the time, right? Yes. Like if there's a raffle, he won golf clubs that they're still in Pittsburgh. I played with for 20 years. He's won golf bags. Trips for my mom. He's won everything. So,
and do you know why? Do you know why?
Why is that? Because he stinks at golf.
Ice cubes in his beer.
It's true. Florida beer all day long. It's really funny when he's golfing too, because he has to put a lid on his beer and ice in it to drink out of a straw.
Okay, I'm not drinking my beer out of a straw. That's where John McCoog and I might get there, but we're not there
Ryan
yet.
Kramer says, I think it was upside down. So there it is, right side up. Boom. Arnold Palmer, personal. Okay. Grip is a little rusty at the bottom. Apparently, Arnold Palmer outside Pittsburgh in the Latrobe area is where he's from. He has a literal shed, like like an airplane hangar almost, because he does have an airplane, but a shed just full of thousands and thousands of golf clubs, right?
Yeah. He used to make them. He used to grip them himself.
Oh yeah, he ground, he did all of his own clubs. And it said that every time he won a tournament or anytime he felt bad about, he just move on to a new putter. He went through so many different putters because he wasn't a very good putter. He'd cut them down, he'd make them longer. It's crazy. So at some point, Arnold Palmer putted with this putter.
That is unreal.
Yeah,
that is great.
DJ.
One time, Arnold Palmer said hi to my sister, who was probably 2 years old at the time. He was playing in a tournament in Myrtle Beach, and he was walking down the fairway and just chatting up with fans. And my grandfather, Pop-Pop, who I'm rooting against if he's on the tee against Tiger, Pop-Pop was holding my baby sister at the time, and I don't even know if I was in the world yet, but he and Lisa had like a little baby Wake Forest onesie. Okay. And so, Jesus Christ, we invent new ways to get out of the red zone. It just a nice drive going right down the field. Fox decides to show the graphic that we're the only football team this year who has not scored any points on our opening drives. And we just we take a sack. We have a reverse for some reason because Scott Turner is our offensive coordinator, the son of Norv Turner. So Norvell still haunting us back from the 90s.
Scott.
Anyway, so Arnold sees Lisa.
Anyway, Arnold Palmer, your sister,
in the Wake Forest onesie, and he walks over and he says hi to my grandfather, and then he says hi to Lisa because she's wearing the Wake onesie. So if you're at a tournament and you want to meet Webb Simpson, wear a Wake Forest onesie.
So real quick, Haskell 420 saying in the chat, breaking news, the Smasher-san just hit $10,000. Amazing. Congratulations. I was on it last night briefly. It's huge. That's great. It's all great news for Kevin Smets and his family and his fight with cancer, colon cancer, something that I mean, dude, oh, Tiger, sit there. Don't go off. Oh, it stayed. All right, so he's got a birdie putt on 18. At least they kept the pin placement the same on 18. The fact that they changed 16 really hurts my feelings. I know that I'm not personally a member of Augusta National, but just don't touch 16. That's the most iconic.
It seems like the more you're talking about this, the more upset it's making you.
Yeah, it is. It's the most iconic pin placement in golf.
Like you were cool with it initially, and now you're rethinking it.
Now on to something completely different. J-Knob asks, how many shrimps in a shrimp cocktail is too much to eat in one sitting? I would go, if it's jumbo shrimp, I would say 12. If it's the mini shrimp, I'd say 35.
One shrimp is too many.
Oh, that's right. You don't like good food. I forgot about that.
No, and then you smell like shrimp and your fingers smell like shrimp, and it's all gross.
If you get good shrimp, they're not going to smell like shrimp. Shrimp is delicious, Mark.
Did you just say if you get good shrimp, it's not going to?
Yeah, it's good shrimp.
You cannot be trusted. This is a man who's procreating. By the way, this is what we're down to. This is the kind of life advice that he's going to pass on to his brood. Is hey, if it's good shrimp, it don't taste like shrimp. And did you know fratelli means brothers in Italian?
First of all, stop attacking me on this one because you know that what you're saying about shrimp is wrong. Shrimp is absolutely delicious. It's a known fact that 98% of the world loves shrimp. They made a whole part of Forrest Gump about shrimp. There's a whole restaurant called Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, and guess what? It does pretty well.
I will take popcorn chicken, and I will send that popcorn chicken back if it was made in the same deep fryer that you're frying up those shrimp in. So you keep your fryers separate, okay? You know how they have separation of church and state? I want separation of farm and ocean on my plate.
It's the real surf and turf.
Yeah.
Ryan Kramer says that means Mark has to face off against Roca in a trivia battle. Was that for the 10,000, Mark?
Yeah, we kicked off the stream yesterday, and because I am firmly lodged inside Roka's head at all times. Like he has a mental block against me. And
Okay.
so I told him, like, anytime he wants to compete, because like he hasn't beat me. I beat him in movie trivia in the Schmodown years ago. And so he's going to try to exert some sort of measure of revenge today. It really doesn't matter to me, because like if I beat him, then that's just further evidence. And if I lose to him, I'm supposed to lose to him. I haven't played in like, I don't know, 90 years. So he should be at the top of his game. This is going to be a piece of cake for me.
Mark, I'm currently retired, so I could be the guy in the corner yelling things at you, like a kind of like a heckler, to get into your head. Meanwhile, my goal of heckling you is to just heckle Roka, because he gets distracted easily. I mean, the dude gets distracted by wind. So I think it's a really good plan. All right.
Yeah, well, when people get up there in years, that they start to like feel storms coming in their knees and joints, and so I'm pretty sure Roka's got a little feeling in his elbow right now, because Hurricane Alice is on like, I'm probably not going to get a question right. But I don't, who gives a shit? I'm still Mark Ellis at the end of the day.
Oh, Mark, Brooks Koepka just slipped out for birdie. I got to be honest. I think that DJ obviously in the lead helps me. JT being up there helps me. Ramen Noodles is doing okay. I don't know where Bubba is, and I don't know where Ricky is.
Did you draft Bubba Watson?
I did.
Oh, then that's my hope.
Because Bubba, he's down there
with Tony Finau.
They're both over par.
Yeah.
Son of a.
Yeah.
Did you already give me the $20?
I did.
I did.
At Wood Ranch, where we had your celebration retirement meal, I gave you an extra $20, and I said, look, if I end up coming back and winning, then I'll come claim this. But go ahead.
Okay, so Bubba Watson currently +4. While Tony.
I know if I had to ask you who was going to win, you would pick DJ. But let me ask you this: what would have to happen in order for him?
That's the 2020 Masters.
Come on, Tiger.
ESPN.
That's a birdie. That's a birdie to close out. Way to go, Eldrick.
He didn't birdie. Good Lord, dude! Like, what a total cock tease. Excuse my language there, but that is ridiculous.
That
he birdies
fired him up.
It did, and then look, he got back to 1 under. Had he birdied that many holes in a row on Friday or even Saturday, we might be, like you said, in a ball of stress. Here comes Rory. Oh, weak putt. He got that weak left wrist. I think it's the flesh tone Nike.
Jesus Christ.
J-Dog says, wait until we do Masters as a category in the Sports Trivia Schmodown. There you go.
It's a rare mark of ineptitude when you have the ability to have blatant pass interference and still give up a touchdown. Like if you're cheating and they still score a touchdown on you. It is not often when it is defensive pass interference and the team is like, decline it because we scored anyway. And that's what just happened against the Washington
football team. I'm telling you, I really enjoy the Washington football team as a name. I'm a fan. If Pittsburgh had a really racist term as their thing, it was like, hey, we're the Pittsburgh, fish eaters or something. I don't know. I can't really use a racist term here. Here, if we were the Pittsburgh Shrimps and there was like this big shrimp contingent that was like really against us using that name, and everybody said it was racist because it was, mean, and our logo was a really short person eating shrimp, and it was like a whole thing, and we just became the Pittsburgh football team, I think I'd be fine with that.
For some reason, I don't think that if you were the Pittsburgh Shrimp, that you would have won any of those trophies in the 70s.
You're not wrong.
I don't think Jack Lambert and Jack Ham are trying quite as hard if they're representing shrimp,
Crazy enough, the logo on the helmet could look the exact same. You just put little shrimps in a circle, black and yellow. I mean, more than likely, they'd make our uniforms like a flesh tone with pink, like an actual shrimp. So the pants would be like a pinkish orange, and the jerseys would be a flesh tone. Yeah,
Fratelli making a run here, and again,
Fratelli also staying very safe while sawing and working construction.
Fratelli, nobody gets bullied by Patrick Reed on tour in the locker room more than Fratelli. Like Patrick Reed has hung Fratelli by flagpoles at virtually every golf course in America.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, J-Nob making a solid point. The Pittsburgh shrimp, it could look like the Rams helmet almost. You're not wrong. Like a big old, like a meaty shrimp, like an angry fighting shrimp. It could be pretty sick.
I don't hate I don't hate that. I mean, the dolphin, it's pretty much you could just replace the dolphin with a
shrimp.
With a shrimp. Put a little football helmet on it. It is adorable that the dolphin, oh, look, it's got a little helmet on it.
I mean, you got to wonder, Ben and I always talk about my brother, Ben. I should preface with that. My brother, Ben, and I talk about
the Rice guy who you're a good friend
of. Ben Crane. Yeah.
The slowest player in the history of professional golf, Ben Crane.
Ben Crane. Okay, so here comes our boy Cam Smith with that huge penguin on his shirt. You can just hear him in his background going like, "Oh, I could go for a bloody beer right now, huh? Instead of golf, huh?" His caddy's over there just ripping a cigarette, just flicking it out.
All right, this could potentially be a big. I mean, you just want to see somebody put a little bit of heat on DJ. Even though I like DJ and I wouldn't mind seeing him win the tournament, I'd like to see somebody put some heat on him.
Cam Smith.
It's got the pace.
Right. Good to see that City gets a huge low. You know whose sponsorship I love the most is Louis Oosthuizen's. Half of his shirt is a UPS logo. Like that is the biggest UPS logo. It's like, can I just get like a smaller UPS? UPS like, nope, it's got to be half your chest.
Yeah, did you know backstory? Louis Oosthuizen, not even sponsored by UPS. He's just a huge fan of the King of Queens. he loves that show and he wants to get closer to Kevin James.
I was gonna say I just thought he was a big fan of short brown shorts and on-time deliveries.
That would be hilarious if there. See, that's the kind of fun that you got to bring to the tour. Is wear like a U.S. Postal Service, you know, like go full USPS with the shorts, and I guess you can't wear shorts on tour.
But I mean, if he wore all brown, I think that could just really embrace the UPS. That yellow, like a yellow pant with the brown shirt, and then flip it the next day, the brown pants with the yellow shirt. All UPS all the time.
Like a 1980s McDonald's employee?
Yes, correct. Oh, man, those were great uniforms.
I've had enough of brown golf wear for the rest of my life after this week. And again, I don't know what it is. Tommy Fleetwood also with the lavender. What does Big Lavender have over these guys? Like are they being blackmailed to wear this shit?
The lavender lobby.
Yeah, it's there you go. See, look, we're playing hard. We're just all right. I'm gonna go watch this disaster. I might check it
like 16 or 17.
If it gets close, I'll come back and check in. Or if I just need some therapy with the other sport I'm watching, then I'll come back. But I like J-Dog's suggestion where have the Masters as a category on the Sports Trivia Schmodown. So Sports Trivia Schmodown. Hopefully, J-Dog will get a lot of these other Schmodown kind of iterations going once we can get back into a studio. But there is a guy that I know who's a good friend of mine who hosts a show called Josh Purdy, and anytime he wants to do Super Bowl trivia, I don't know how I do it at golf trivia. I might be good. I'm not going to be great, but I might be okay. But
I think I'd be really good at golf. I think I'd be good at football. I'd be terrible at baseball. Ken would be lights out in baseball. I'd be absolutely horrendous in the NBA. Decent maybe at college football. But I think that would be my only strengths. Now, if you were just to give like general categories, like, hey, Bo Jackson, like there's ways I could succeed. But if it's like, hey, the 1999 NBA final, I'm like, that's not gonna.
Yeah, work. But that's how I always watch Jeopardy too. It's like you just hope for a category that you can smoke. Like if there is a Super Bowl category on Jeopardy, or if it's like if it's something that I know a lot about, if it's something like the Revolutionary War, then I'm like, I'm gonna be pretty good at this category. Oh, there you go. There's Scary Terry McLaurin, and he takes it down almost inside the red zone, which is where Most teams look at the red zone as a scoring opportunity. The football team, look at the red zone as a giant toilet, and they say, how big of a shit can we take in this?
Oh, man.
All right. You hold down the fort, and
I'll hold down the fort.
If it gets toasty later, if Dustin Johnson's seat gets a little like he's in a fancy SUV and that seat warmer starts cooking a little bit, then I'll come back and
the wind's picking up, the pine straw is falling, Mark. I mean, it's getting weird out here.
Look at this, is getting wacky. I mean, this is stuff that you do not see in April in Augusta.
No. Sung Jae not happy. Oh, he's gone long.
Well,
come on down the hill. Come on down.
Get that baby
back
on a string.
Come on back.
Better than most.
Better
than
good.
most. Better than most.
Pretty good.
They had like a whole documentary on that, the shot on 16 the Tiger had, the chip, and how great the direction was in that, because most directors would have been tempted to cut back to Tiger and miss the ball actually rolling in, but they left the shot on the ball, probably because Nike paid him $1 million to do that. And
DJ with
they
the
left
same shot.
It was perfect.
Boom, DJ with the same shot. What if he's going to bump Im's ball? Oh, he's going to give Im a read. No, he's not. They're going to be out. All right, I got to use the bathroom. I'm going to take you off. I will be back in 1 minute here on the live stream, The Golf Show, with Josh McCouga and guest Mark Ellis, who's just yelling football during a golf tournament. But I appreciate it.
I'm gonna go suffer. See y'all in a little bit, maybe.
Okay. See you, buddy.
Bye.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I drink a lot. Oh, see, now look, there's Ian Poulter with great pants. More plaid. I think hashtag more plaid. Start it. More plaid in golf. Thanks to Mark Ellis for stopping by. Thanks for everybody that's hanging out. Hope you're enjoying watching some golf with me. You guys can update me on scores of football games if you want to as well. My Steelers play this afternoon, so no big deal. Kate Von D, I do not care for golf, but this is good. Yeah, Kate, listen, you're welcome here anytime. Golf is for the great people out there. If you want to, golf is it's a great sport. It's a great way to drink and hang out with your friends outside. It's a great way to get some natural light here. Here comes Tiger. Here comes Amanda Balionis with Tiger. Do you guys want to do a fake interview? So Tiger, birdie those last 6 holes after a 10. How you feeling about that? Well, yeah, I mean, I couldn't really make a putt all week. And finally started making some putts. I got a little angry. I should have been angry the whole time, but I guess it took me a 10 on the last day on 12 to really put some numbers together while the entire collective world really wanted to see me win. But unfortunately, I'm here at only -1, 16 shots behind the leader. It's a real bummer. I don't know why I don't wear collars on my golf shirts. I only wear Velcro Henleys that Nike doesn't really sell. I'm the only person that actually wears them. They make a complete total line just for me in golf. Most golfers would wear collared shirts, but we actually here at Tiger Woods Incorporated at Nike have given up on collars, and I just wear a mock turtleneck, I guess you would call it, or a mock Henley. I only wear red on Sundays, so when I do win the Masters, it looks like I'm going to a Christmas dinner cocktail party where they, of course, will wear and serve shrimp cocktail. Oh, Tiger, yeah. How did you feel the course played different this week, and what did you think about that? Oh, it was a great time. I mean, November Masters, April Masters, it really doesn't matter to me. I'm just happy that for a while there, I was kind of in contention and got everybody's hopes up, but really and truly, a lot of the people just kind of figured out that I would, probably lose and, crush the spirits of every golf fan out there that we could one day maybe see another Tiger Major. And, that's the situation. Now, coming in hot right now is a huge golf fan, everybody's favorite co-host of the Afternoons with Josh, Ken, and Amanda. That's Ken Knapsack. Hey, pal.
What am I doing here? I love that logo. Look at that logo you got, the golf show.
That's a Brian Ward classic right there.
Brian Ward's the best, man.
He really is.
People should pay him that use his work.
Ken, remember when we went to Topgolf? How much fun that was? And DJ just rolls in another birdie.
I don't have the game. Do you call it a game?
It's a golf game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the game of golf.
I should get it on maybe on YouTube Live here so we can. I do. People, I'm joking. I love golf, and I've played golf, and you want me to play golf again. You want me to get better at golf.
I would love if you got better at golf. It could be something we could do together as a family. Ken.
I'd love to. There's no reason we can't. What channel is it on? I'm on YouTube TV. Do you want to watch Strange Evidence on Travel Channel instead?
It's on CBS, Ken, and you could split between. The funny part was Mark was watching golf, and then he just flipped to football and got really upset, as if anybody really cares about the Washington football team. No offense, Mark, but nobody does.
All right, yeah, I'll find it here. There it is, right on the top, right on the top. Josh, isn't this amazing? We are in the future. I'm talking to you while I have coffee in my studio. You're in another part of the town. We're broadcasting live to the world, and I'm watching TV on my phone live.
Yeah,
crazy.
Look at you. I mean, you're just living the dream here.
Yeah, I will warn you. I may have to pop off and then come back on or something with my house. You'll be surprised by this, Josh. My house is getting repaired today.
Again, I feel like you have a repairman at your house every day.
It's the same guy, and he takes his time, and I think that's why we have continued issues. Anyway, so what's going on? What's Tiger doing?
Tiger is out. He had a 10. He had a 10 on 12, but then he birdied 5 of his last 6 holes to end 1 under. But the leaders are at -18. Now you've got this hot young kid from Australia with a blonde mustache. His name's Cameron Smith. His caddy was also in the Point Break remake. You've also got a young man, 22 years old, from Korea named Sungjae Im, who is he swings the club very rickety in a weird motion, but he's good. And
kind of like me at a Topgolf, but
yes,
but I'm not good. I'm staring at right behind my camera. I've got that Topgolf gift certificate, $25 that you and I, Mark, have to spend in Scottsdale.
Does it expire?
No, it's for life.
Oh man, that's how Topgolf gets. So Callaway bought Topgolf for like over $1 billion.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Our leader, Dustin Johnson, off the tee, appears to be in the fairway. Yep. This guy, married to Wayne Gretzky's daughter, Paulina. Not sure if you knew that.
Yeah. Look at that swing. Is he swinging from the front pillbox?
He's from the forward tees, if you will. Now this is Sungjae Im, the young man from Korea. Watch, he pauses like halfway into his backswing, and then he takes it up, and then he rips. Watch.
I'm a little delayed on.
I think you're behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is. Yeah. You kind of Happy Gilmore.
This putter was owned. Now I gave Mark 2 guesses and he got it on the second guess, but I did give him some hints and I will give you no hints. But if I was to own an old style putter, who do you think at one point owned this putter?
Nick Faldo?
No. But Mark guessed Nick Faldo too. What's wrong with you dum-dums?
I don't know. Is it I get no hints? Josh got hit.
If you ask me questions, I'll give you 3 questions you can ask.
What are you, guarding a bridge, you troll? Is the owner of that, did he play competitive golf?
Yes, he did.
Professional competitive.
Yeah.
Is it Craig Stadler?
It is not Craig Stadler, but that would have been an awesome thing. No, Ken, it was owned by one Arnold J. Palmer.
Wow, how'd you get that little thing?
I won it at a golf outing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. That's
Thanks,
pretty
man.
nice. That's pretty nice.
Not sure if you saw, but Kevin Smetz's live stream made it to $10,000, which is huge.
That's great. That's great.
Did you go on it?
I was not invited.
Oh.
So cheers. But no, I've been talking with Kevin all week, and he's such a great guy, and love seeing people rally around him, and that's the benefit of the Schmoedown community. I know you had a big match. I'm sure we're not supposed to spoil it for the general public, but
no, we talked about it on the live stream last night. I lost to Elliot. It's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm retired, Ken.
You're free. You're free.
I'm free. I've retired. JKnob16. That is unbelievable that he guessed Nick Faldo. LOL. You're right. You're right.
I'll tell you why. Because Mark Ellis and I, like you, we're comics.
It's true.
We're fans of sports. We go for the reference. Like if you're gonna ask me, like, what's the most the worst moment in history, I'm like, oh, the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, because that's a reference. It's not a fact. It's a reference.
Comedy is all about specificity.
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I right, Ken? Yeah.
Comedy is in the details.
Ken, yesterday, alone in our soon-to-be office, I put on a construction carpentry show, the likes of which have never been seen before.
That's great. That's great. I can't wait for people to finally see what we're doing. We're not telling anyone, but
I know.
Drop those hints like trails of crumbs.
Yes.
The bar looks
Ryan Kramer asked if this was, oh man. The bar looks amazing. Here comes Dylan Fratelli. Oh, big putt. He is wearing Oakley eyeglasses. He looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the 1981 NBA Finals.
Dylan Fratelli. That sounds like he is a villain in a 1988 high school comedy.
Well, the Fratelli brothers were the villains in Goonies, Ken. So good Schmoedown reference there.
That must be what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I haven't even had my eggs yet this morning. This is how much I woke up to your email.
Ken, we're out of eggs. So Amanda had oatmeal and a half of a she eats frozen waffles pregnant. She's never eaten before in my life, but yeah.
That's your thing.
And I had like half of a sausage and a bunch of tortilla chips for breakfast.
Sausages.
Yeah. Here comes Andy Ogletree, low amateur for the Masters. He had glasses on in the first round, but has switched from the glasses to, it appears, contacts, Ken. Played at Georgia Tech, won the U.S. Amateur 2 years ago in 2019.
I'm watching some Brooks Koepka swing.
No, that is Brooks Koepka. He is a 4-time major winner, back-to-back PGAs, back-to-back U.S. Opens. He's been a little injured. He dates an Instagram model named Jenna Sims, I believe is her name. He looks like a linebacker. Yeah.
See, I feel this is like when I'm like trying to make a current pop culture music reference and I talk about Nelly Furtado.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, like she's great, but she's 15 years ago. Yeah. These new golfers. I'm like over here, Statler and Faldo, and they're like, oh, this is Brooks Koepka. Yeah, he's
Brooks Koepka.
He's won four PGA events. There would have been a time when I would have known that, even if I didn't watch it.
Even if you didn't watch it. Yeah. Did you ever have any golfer playing cards, like the Pro Set golf cards?
Yeah, the Pro Set golf. I did. Yeah. Trying to get a Greg Norman. I was a fan of Payne Stewart. Rest in peace.
Oh man, the best.
He wore the Dolphin colors with the great.
The knickers and the hat. So there's a young man by the name of Bryson DeChambeau who he hits it a mile, and But he wears the Payne Stewart hat, and it really upsets me because I don't think anybody should wear the Payne Stewart hat. Yeah,
tired. I could get behind that.
Yeah,
that was one of the most surreal, sad days in sports.
Holy cow!
I was listening to not Cowherd, Jim Rome all day.
Yeah,
when they were getting the live updates of that plane. That was just sad. Anyways, great way to start the morning.
Great way to start it. So Haskell 420 keeps basically jumping in here with fantasy football updates, which I appreciate. Oh, Dylan Fratelli just racked it left. I love when professional golfers hit bad shots. I know that's wrong to say, but it makes me feel better that when I hit a bad shot, this happens to everybody because golf is really difficult.
I'm watching that right now, which is, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, they got that in real time now. They track that shot off the tee with that
the shot tracer, baby. You know that they do that at Topgolf now too, because Topgolf created the technology or bought the technology. So you can see when you hit your ball where it goes.
Do you think our waitress Cedar still talks about the three of us?
I think that Cedar every day when she comes into work thinks, man, what I'd love to get those three guys again at my table. They were something special.
Remember when they rented an hour of golf and they stayed for 8 hours? And were so drunk they just swiped their credit cards and gave me a big tip and started yelling about they were comics, and then they left.
JNob16 makes a solid point here, Ken. You should be able to retire a look in golf like you would retire a number in team sports. JNob, best thing that you've said in this chat, and you said a lot of good things here today, buddy. I totally appreciate that. Ken, Mark and I were talking about it earlier. What would be your look? Oh man, DJ just playing some good golf.
What would be my look on the golf course?
Yeah, what would your look be?
Not good. Good. It would be a Target brand polo, cargo shorts.
Oh.
And the golf shoes that are brown and white that I have that are been squished in the trunk of my car for a decade.
Yeah, so I know exactly the golf shoes you're talking about. Every amateur golfer at one point owned them. They kind of look like dance shoes.
Yeah, white with the brown faux leather down the middle or down the yeah. So I'd like to move past that look, Josh. I need a nice khaki, pant, and I do like a collared polo shirt. I signed on. You were talking about what not to wear or what you were wearing. I don't know.
Ken, rarely do I see you wearing shorts. So you wearing shorts on a golf course would confuse me. You're a big pants guy.
Big pants guy. I don't look good in shorts. While you're talking here, I'm going to go back. I'm going to switch. I'm going to leave the golf. I'm going to go to Facebook, and I actually have on my Facebook page a picture of me golfing.
Yes, I want to see this.
Yeah, and we'll look at that. I think it's on there.
So the commercial just popped up here, Ken. It's an AT&T commercial with the girl that's kind of been the AT&T person. I actually went to an outdoor training session with my buddy Steve Lutz Training. She was at it. Now, she was supposed to play something called Squirrel Girl on, I believe, a streaming service.
Yeah. Now, you're talking. Yeah, she was you ever watch them? Her and Stevie Nelson on YouTube as live prude girls.
No, but I've heard about this. I didn't know that she was the live prude girls. Yeah, she's like a UCB or a Groundlings girl, right? Am I right?
Yeah, she she was great. I
don't know what Squirrel Girl's powers are, but if you were a squirrel, like what would their superpower be? Annoying people at a park?
Stealing all their nuts for the winter.
Yeah, right. Like being able to hold nuts in your mouth. I mean, that's really inappropriate, Ken. If that's what Squirrel Girl's superpowers are, I feel like that was written by a white man.
It probably was. I don't know too much. Our friend, mutual friend Brittany Wallach Key, huge Squirrel Girl fan. First one that I. Do you remember the days where it was easy to find your own Facebook profile and pictures on the app? Now
all of a sudden, Facebook became like a version of Reddit and a GeoCities site. Facebook? You can't even delete your Facebook account if you want to. I tried. I couldn't find the button.
It's really bad. Like I just want to get a photo. I just want to look for a photo, and I can't even get to my own photos.
So 10:42 here on the West Coast. We're watching the Masters here on the Josh McCouga Show channel. This segment called The Golf Show. Ryan Kramer asked earlier, will this be a normal thing? I would love to watch golf on a live stream with you guys if you want. and do it more often and maybe get paid for it. Maybe by somebody like Twisted Tea. Ken had a Twisted Tea last night.
Yeah, Twisted Tea's become our drink of choice while
Holy
doing
cow. I just sent Amanda out. We're going to a friend's house today for a little outdoor lunch. And she said, should we bring some alcohol? And I said, get Twisted Tea. And she said, who drinks Twisted Tea? And I said, you can leave this home right now. The fact that you don't know.
Yeah, it's an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah,
I can say Arnold Palmer, the golfer. I guess I can. I can't say it when I want to order the drink, which is one of my favorite drinks.
Arnie Palmy?
Yeah, I got to tell you that I didn't know it was like, it's been a drink for a while, right? I mean, so in the mid 2000s, I didn't hear about it until then. I don't know why. And I used to give credit to the owner of Bob's Donuts at the farmer's market for creating it. And he would never correct me. I think he was like, oh, this idiot thinks I created Arnold Palmer iced tea company. I'll take it. I was like, Bob, thanks for this drink so much. I love that you put this out here. And he was like, okay.
Oh, man. J-Dog says, I remember when Payne Stewart wore Carolina Panthers garb before they played an official game in the NFL. That is baller move right there.
All right, Josh, are you ready?
Yes, please. Oh yeah, Ken, you are looking strong. Where was that? Shoal Canyon?
Yeah, Shoal. Yeah, that is for Ruggiera's birthday.
I love Shoal Canyon. The place is great.
Yep.
Nice work, Kenneth. Nice work.
Yeah.
JNob16 on fire in the chat today. Just deleting a Facebook account is like trying to unsubscribe from AOL. You're not wrong. I'm pretty sure that my AOL screen name, my instant messenger, all that stuff is still active. If you chatted me, it might exist.
My MySpace page is active. There's golf photos on my MySpace page. I just went in there recently.
I know that my MySpace page is still active. I haven't gone in there in a while, but maybe should we bring back?
We should bring back MySpace. It's just because so they migrated things over in like 2014.
Yeah.
So not everything made the transition over.
Oh,
and
dang.
So, like not all my pictures are there, and you can't get them. It's welcome to MySpace chat. Ken and Joe.
Are my MySpace friends still my roommates from New York from 12 years ago?
Yeah, Friendster. We're gonna go.
Here comes Rory McIlroy with the seat. Ken.
Yeah.
Friendster. Here comes Rory McIlroy with a big uphill putt. He did not make it. I mean, at this point, everybody's just chasing DJ. He's 4 strokes up. I mean, I'm glad that he's going to win. He's awesome. He's the best player in golf right now.
Definitely awesome.
How about this? How about winning the brother lottery? His brother's his caddy.
Have you ever thought about being a caddy? What does it take to be a caddy?
Okay, so back in the day, I caddied for a summer at the golf course in my town, which I could walk to, which I loved doing, but you didn't make a lot of money and it was kind of exhausting. And then I became a lifeguard, which was a lot easier, a lot more fun. And there were girls there in bathing suits, so that was kind of like, a winner. Yeah. I did love caddying. I will say, as I've gotten more and more adult, like the friends that I play golf with a lot always say, you could have been a caddy. You could have been a caddy, because I'm great at reading greens and I'm great at looking at yardages and telling you what club you should hit. I have a buddy who's a 2 handicap, used to be a scratch, but he doesn't play as much. And every time we play together, he's like, I shoot my lowest rounds with you because I give him reads. And I think I'd be an amazing caddy on the pro tour, really and truly. Yeah.
You improved Ellis and I's top golf game a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Ellis was shanking it, and I fixed his shank midway through the top golf.
Yeah, it's a good thing to fix your shanks. Yeah, because I'm a baseball fan, a baseball guy, cut from my high school team because I couldn't play, but I have the mind for it, and I thought, can I be an umpire? Can I be an umpire? But it's a long road to be a major league umpire. It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you have to go to that school. My cousin tried to do it and kind of flunked out of it, but it's I think umping would be a ton of fun. It is a grueling summer, right? Because you basically only ump at like 4 stadiums, right? That umpiring crew goes from like Pittsburgh to Cincy to wherever. Like it's all in like the same kind of area. Am I right?
I can't remember. It's probably changed now. We'd have to ask Kaiser what his dad did back in the day. Rest in peace, John Kaiser's dad, Ken Kaiser. But I don't know about that because now it's all under one. Because it used to be American League only, National League only. Now it's under Major League Baseball umpires. I don't know. I don't know.
Man,
why do the caddies have the hazmat suits?
So that's an Augusta National thing. In order to caddy at Augusta National, you have to wear
It's
the
over
white suit. Yeah. Ooh, John Rahm picking up that eagle there is huge for me. He needs the birdie coming home. Come on. I have a bunch of DraftKings things going here, Ken. I love gambling on golf. It is so much fun.
You got the side bets. What do you got? How does that work?
Oh yeah, so there's props. I bet on certain golfers. There's this thing. It's called the Chirp app that I downloaded. It's amazing. So like they'll pop up.
Yeah.
So they basically give you live updates, and then you can. So I've got $27,000 of fake money in my Chirp app. It's fake money. So Chirp, you're not winning money, you're winning prizes. Oh, what a shot. From Cam Smith, legend. That is huge. Holy moly.
And it's spelled correctly. It's not like, because he's Canadian, he's not like Smythe. Like
no. He's Australian, mate.
Oh, Australian, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah. Here comes Justin Thomas, the best dressed guy on tour. See, if you're going to be a professional golfer, get sponsored by Polo. Just looking hot.
Oh.
Yes, I said he looked hot. Ken, I love golf clubs. I'm constantly, I'm a merch monster when it comes to golf clothes. I have so many golf shirts.
Clothes. Yeah. No, absolutely.
Kate Von D says yes for the profile songs. Yeah. Profile songs alone on MySpace. What was your profile song? Do you remember?
Oh, probably some mid 2000s bittersweet pop rock. Definitely a U2 song at one point, an Oasis song. Yeah, I can't remember because I used to change them almost daily.
This girl that I dated, hers was KT Tunstall. Suddenly I see.
Yeah.
What I wanna be.
That'd be right. I like that song from Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, that was. See, okay, so look, my Chirp Live just said, "Will Rory and Brooks tie on this hole?" So they both have to par in order for me to win $100, and then I can cash in for some sick prizes.
Let me ask you this question: what's your stance on peeing on the golf course?
Yeah, you got to find a tree. I mean, if there's like a bathroom at certain holes, use the facility. But most of the time, guys love peeing outside.
See, I don't, and I've been in some uncomfortable positions on the golf course.
Oh, you're not a big peeing outside, huh?
Not a public peer outside here. Yeah, I'm occasionally here at the house. If we have one bathroom, and if Grace takes a 6-hour bath, I might have to run outside to the bushes. But
I peed in your bushes that one time. Don't tell Grace.
You did.
Yeah, I did. So I've noticed something about Sung Jae Im's swing. I think that my TV has a glitch, but it's just that his backswing is so slow at one point that I legit just thought my TV had a glitch. I was like, oh, come on, CBS. Nope, it's his swing.
It's good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite shot to hit? A good drive, a chip.
That's a good question.
Putt.
Let's see. I love a good 9-iron from the fairway. I love a wedge from deep rough, and I love driver with a wide open fairway.
You're a driver. You're a winner. Oh, that's a good. Okay.
But I also love putting. I'm pretty good at putting, and I love anything under 15 feet. I love the challenge. I usually think that I'm definitely going to make it. Putting like mini golf. I love mini golf. So it's only kind of makes sense that putting.
We got to do some mini golf. Good. That's a good answer. I do. Some days I'm really good at putting. Other days, wow. Driving, you've seen my swing. My mechanics are so off. Good days, bad days, but mostly bad. But I'll tell you, a pitch, just kind of pitching up onto the green. And one day over in Van Nuys at the executive Van Nuys course there, not too far where the first ILM office was. I chipped or pitched, I guess you'd say, over a tree onto the green, set up my putt.
That's a beautiful shot.
Best shot
I love a good challenging shot through a tree or over a tree. You know what I mean?
My friends couldn't believe it because I'm average at times. Again, you've seen me at Top Golf. I just gotta get those mechanics down. Rougarello's a good player too. We gotta bring up Joey Rouge.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your live bet right now from the Chirp app. Will Sung Jae Im be on the green after a second shot on the par 5 15th hole, 253 yards away? I'm going to say yes, Ken. What do you think? Bet
yes.
100 to win 200. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Boom. Submit it. Pick is in. This is like, and the dream scenario is somehow getting invited to Augusta National, because I know I'll never be a member. I think you need to know like upwards of like 16 foreign dignitaries have blood invested in Augusta. Like it's it's a scene. Look at Cameron Smith's caddy. I mean, legitimately salty hair. He looks like a cross between Happy Gilmore's caddy and every surfer I've ever met in my life.
I heard you and Ellis talking about Happy Gilmore earlier. That's still my favorite Sandler film. So
100%. You know what? One of those like wife deal breaker things. Honestly, Amanda not liking Adam Sandler like really hurts my feelings.
She doesn't like Sandler overall.
Yeah, not overall at all. We tried to watch that Halloween movie he did. Not very good, but I still got a giggle out of it. I always get a giggle out of The Waterboy and Big Daddy and Mr. Deeds. I mean, Happy Gilmore is a legendary, life-changing movie. Billy Madison, fantastic. But,
Yeah, look, I just like Sandler. I think that's my SNL era. And it is a different style of comedy back then. But Happy Gilmore, I don't know. It was something special. I actually like Little Nicky. I understand that's not loved, but I like Little Nicky.
My buddy, one of my best friends in the world, Matt, in college, lived for Little Nicky. He had it on DVD, maybe even VHS. We watched it all the time. I love Little Nicky.
Yeah. And look, say what he Punch Drunk Love, Paul Thomas Anderson. It's one of my favorite films.
Yeah,
and he's great in that film. He's great.
Very, very good.
So, and I actually like that Apatow one where he's the comic, the famous funny people. I actually like that one. I know
it was long, like most Apatows, but it was good. I enjoyed that one as well. Yeah. Trey T asking chirp ... What kind of prizes are we talking about here, Josh? All kinds of various golf prizes. I haven't really looked into it because this is my first weekend on the Chirp app, but I'm playing. I'm playing.
What? So the repair guy told me I'll be there between 10 and 11. What time do you really think he'll be here?
I would probably give him 11:45.
That's accurate with him. Canceled morning plan.
Right.
Canceled morning plans. This was not. This was a surprise to me. A wonderful surprise. Canceled morning plans to be home for this, and I bet I didn't have to cancel those plans.
Yeah. How was?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Ask a question.
No, wait. Who you were saying?
Favorite golf course? What's your favorite golf course that you've seen? Not necessarily that you've been on. St. Andrews in Scotland or something.
Man. I've never played Augusta National, but I'm obsessed with it. Like I've never missed a round at the Masters. I would love to play there. Love anything link style. So I would love I'd love to go to St. Andrews. That's like a total dream scenario. And it's my type of golf course. You can putt from everywhere. You can, you can't really spray it, but you can run things a lot. That's more my golf game.
Right.
And Pebble Beach, getting to play Pebble Beach and, having some roots there in the Carmel area is pretty fantastic.
Carmel by the sea. I respect golf. I watch golf. I don't love it as much as you do, but I totally get it. But being there, Carmel by the sea, and Grace and I went to the sea, and I could look over and I could see that golf course.
Yeah.
There was an aura to it.
Yeah.
Hello.
It really pops. Quick, Ken, from the chat here, he doesn't have audio. Things to do before you. I know this is random, Ken. I get a thumbs up, thumbs down in last week's Mando. No audio right at the moment. Love both of you. Thanks. Things before you do. Dude, awesome episode. Our girl, Katie Sackhoff in it. Well, I just lost that live bet. Son of a...
See Sawgrass for J-Knob.
Yeah.
I love playing Sawgrass on like Tiger Woods Golf 2004.
That island green. I mean, there's some great like the 16th hole in Phoenix at the Phoenix Open. The weekend that we were at the comedy show when we did Topgolf, they were playing that weekend for the Phoenix Open. The 16th hole, they built a stadium around it. It's amazing.
Right.
The island green 17 at TPC Sawgrass would be amazing. Getting on Augusta is basically impossible. You got to know like 6 different people.
Right. Yeah.
But JT rolls in an eagle. He's out at 13 under. I mean, he's got a Dustin Johnson has to come back to the field in order for this to be interesting. But I just don't think that's going to happen.
That's too bad.
That's too bad. Things to do before you do says thank you. Yeah, that episode of Mando was so fun. Mandalorian is quickly becoming my favorite Star Wars property. I love it.
It is for a lot of people. I love the chapter 10 with the spiders was my favorite one so far this season. But
that was creepy. I did not like those spiders.
Yeah, no.
But I did find it adorable how little Yoda thought those eggs were really good. And then in this one, how he wanted to be best friends with that when the lizard was born.
Yeah,
he
learned the value of life.
He did.
It's pretty simple.
Adorable.
Don't mind me. I'm looking down and watching. I'm also getting a Force Center tweet out here.
I got
to tweet out the afternoons again, Josh. I don't know what it is now. I think it's because we go live on Thursday. By the time Friday comes,
forget about it.
I forget about it.
That's all on me. That's on
me.
It's
not on you. It's not on you at all. It's on the individual there.
So here comes Sung J M, aka Screen Freeze. That's my new nickname for him. Is my screen freeze? No. Oh, he went long. He could do the Rory McIlroy, and it is in the water, Ken. Oh no, it stopped short. Oh my goodness. Saved. That is huge.
That swing is beautiful in its ugliness.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful in its ugliness. That's me. I like to think that's sort of like my MO there.
It does look like me trying to. He's way better, obviously, but he does look like me trying to drive. Wait, what? The hips go first, then the hands, the back straight, or the back? I can't remember.
Ken, the golf swing and golf in general has a lot of sexual overtones and undertones, right? But I will say my hips are very quiet in my golf swing, but I always do get the shaft through the ball. I know I'm two very sexy terms when you're talking about golf, but my hips are quiet and my shaft gets through. Yeah.
My shaft gets through.
Rye Flagger says, the man Makuga. Yeah, that's me. Here comes DJ from 109. This is my nightmare. Oh, great shot. Useful shot. Oh, now the wind is picking up, Ken. There's leaves blowing on greens. This is November in Georgia. A
good leafy green.
Ken, did you see this? That JNob 16 is formerly Oops. Haven't been able to catch the lives up because of work on Thursdays, but always listen to the podcast.
Oh, Oops. Oh, formerly Oops and Oops. I crap my pants. Yeah. That's great.
Or was it Oops? It was Oops Bloody Fart, wasn't it? Yeah,
Oops Bloody Fart. Yeah. That's just great. Good to see you around these parts.
It's always a pleasure to see formerly Oops, aka JNob 16. Guy's got he's got a hell of a chat game. Really, really good.
Consistent, solid, funny, doesn't try to dominate, plays the ball, plays the rebound well.
Yes, plays it where it lies. Now this was 2019. This is JT with a hole-in-one.
I'll never get a hole in one in my life. That's just one of the things I know I'll never do in my life.
Ken, do you know who got a hole-in-one this year?
I do. I know. You gonna tell?
Yeah, my mother.
Yeah.
Deb Makuga. So if Deb Makuga can get a hole-in-one, you can get a hole-in-one, Ken.
She golfs a lot, though, right?
She does.
Yeah.
She golfs a lot.
I have not said that photo I showed you was Joe Rosarello's birthday party about 6 years ago. That's the last time I golfed.
It's got to get you back on the course. You could be looking like Cameron Smith out there. Blonde mustache, flat-brimmed hat, large penguin on his shirt. I mean, you could be living the dream. Here comes John Augustine. He also an amateur, does not get low am, but he makes the cut. Pretty impressive. Oh, there's Tony Finau. Mark and I were making fun of the fact that Nike's clothes this week have been just brutal.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know I'm never going to get sponsored by Nike, so I can kind of call this out. But, man, the Nike clothes. Haskell 420 giving us all kinds of NFL updates, which –
Haskell, the Dolphins on the field yet?
Do they play this afternoon or they play tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm going to have to start paying attention again because they're looking better. Yeah, sorry, I feel rude, but I've got to get this promotional tweet out. And
Are you guys talking all about the Mandalorian?
we did that on Friday, but this is our special Sunday edition.
Special Sunday edition, a collector item.
Yeah, we do about 4 or 5 shows a week now because Daddy's got to get new pairs of shoes. But actually, I do need to get a new pair of shoes. That's kind of on my list. Your kiss is on my list because
your kiss, I can't resist.
Do, 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 do.
Are the best things in life. Ooh. All right, so here comes Sung J M through the trees. So now this is a fun looking shot. Now this is a fun shot in golf here, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
You got to punch it up there. You got to stick it on the green. You don't have a lot of green to work with. You got a lot of like kind of pine strawy rough up there. You got to play something creative. Maybe put a little spin on it, little zip. Let's see if the M. I've been trying to think of a good nickname, a good punny nickname for Sung J M, but I can't. I'm like, I got nothing as far as puns go for this guy. He's killing me.
That's crazy for you to not have puns.
Yeah. So Doomcoast 12 says golf is underrated. He's right. 100. Yeah. I think it's the best sport to watch on TV as opposed to live. Hockey, a close second, because watching golf live is really, really tough. There's so much ground to cover. You can't walk every hole. The crowds kind of keep that out of your way. It's exhausting. But from TV, you got cameras everywhere. You know what's happening. Whereas in a football, you're in a stadium. Baseball, you're in a stadium. Hockey, you're in an arena. But see, the thing about hockey is because it's so fast. See, that's beautiful touch there from Sung J M. Useful shot, Ken.
Useful shot. Who's that guy? Who's that announcer?
Useful shot. Peter Alice.
No, some weird. He's like funny. He's a talk show with a golf.
David Fetterty.
Fetterty. Yeah. He was great on the Tiger Woods games.
Listen, I like Hitman Hudson, good dude, but this is an awful take. NASCAR is the best TV sport. That is incorrect, sir. You can go to a NASCAR. If you've ever been to a car race, it's amazing. The cars like rumble the ground. You don't get that on TV. You just watch cars driving in a circle.
Yeah, I don't like competitive racing on TV.
No, I'm with you. I mean, even Formula One, which seems really cool, it's just cameras.
And there's that weird thing where secretly you want to crash. You secretly want to watch people.
Yeah, that's just dark.
Yeah, it's a dark exploration of our soul.
Totally. All right. Ken, do you think you would be a better golfer if you wore large Oakley eyeglasses, aka rec specs?
I think I would, because it would remind me of Wade Boggs or Danny Tartable in 1992. I just would need some good Oakleys on. Yeah,
Tartable. Who Costanza messed with Tartable swing? You know how that goes.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
All right, this is a tough take. Rye Flagger said, "I'd rather eat poop than watch NASCAR." That's a lot. If you've never eaten poop, you don't know that you're really ingesting terrible bacteria that could kill you. Now, JP30, on the other hand, watching golf on TV is significantly better when you start to play golf. Very, very true.
Yeah.
Boom.
Josh, this might be more for the afternoons. We'll carry this conversation over there. Sure. Is this the week we finally get you to try Del Taco? Is this the week?
Oh, Ken, this could be the week. Do we make a Del Taco run before the show on Thursday?
Might have to make a Del Taco run. I want to get Ellis in on this. I know he's never had Taco Bell or Del Taco. I know you guys are loyal to Taco Bell. I'm not trying to take away that loyalty. I just want you to try the Del Taco one.
Okay. Listen, I'll never say no to a fast food except Carl's Jr. And so I
used to love Carl's Jr. Yeah, but then the doctor told me I can't, and it's great road food for me. But
Dustin Johnson just makes another birdie, first player ever to get to 20 under at Augusta. I think he's the first player ever. I mean, if he finishes at 20 under, he'll definitely be the first one because the score. Yep, first player to reach 20 under in Masters history. I beat CBS to their graphic, Ken.
Look
Put
at
me
you.
on TV.
Look at you.
Come on.
Look at you.
Unbelievable.
Look up here. Look up here. Look up here.
So our friend Kate Von D says that
Mhm.
she misses hockey, and supposedly we're supposed to get hockey back in January. This COVID thing has screwed with the schedules of sports so badly that I mean, it's not the worst thing. Obviously, people are dying, and it's very, very sad. And I read something on Twitter this morning about people still not thinking that it's real as they're dying from COVID. So everybody, please be careful out there. Wear your masks. Stay socially distant. But
yeah, I got a family member that has it right now. Just got it this week. So yeah.
Oof.
And not looking good. So
oh no.
Yeah, there you go. There's your mask update.
There's your mask update. Everybody, just,
but I still have friends. I still have friends posting memes about conspiracy theory behind it, as if Spain is also working in cahoots with Burbank City Council.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. It's the conspiracy sister cities: Burbank, California, and Madrid, Spain.
Yeah. People in Spain are like, we need to really make sure there's Burbank's being locked down.
Yeah,
let's make something up.
Totally. Yeah. Let's ruin everybody's holiday plans with a fake pandemic all over the world.
All over.
Like if this just existed in California and they were using it as like a plan to keep us locked down, I would get that. But literally, people are dying all over the world. Like England is currently locked the F down.
Yeah.
My wife is calling. I've got to answer here.
Okay. And I've got to pop off soon because I think the guy here. But
I want to pop off. Hello.
All right, everyone. We're watching Josh Bakuga here on the Golf Show on the Josh Bakuga channel. Stay tuned here for more updates on golf. We are talking about the Masters. The Masters is a prestigious golf championship played once a year at the Augusta National Golf Course, or International Galactic. It's the Augusta Galactic Golf Course. Currently, right now, in the lead is not John Daly. Definitely not Lee Trevino. It's a new crop of golfers, apparently. They changed the golfers about 10 years ago. I didn't know that there. So I've been told to keep talking. I've been told to stretch. I've been told to stretch here live. Thank you all for not judging me for wearing my bathrobe. I did just wake up about an hour ago at I had a cup of coffee, and I'm just getting warmed up here. But I got an email invite to join this conversation. And that's what we're doing. So right now we're watching Dylan Fratelli. His friends call him Dilly. He's walking around. I once spent an entire hole stuck in a sand trap. By the end, I just kept trying to kick the ball out, and even that wasn't working there. Oh, we're now riding through the trees here. We're riding through the trees with a probably drone shot, which probably operated by Mark Riley. Look at this beard. I got to tell you this: not a lot of beards in golf. Not a lot of beards in golf there. So I really respect that. And my repairman is close by, so we're gonna do stall here for Josh as long as we can. Then it just might be you staring at an empty screen. While we all watch the Masters. Happy to have a lot of people here in chat, like Haskell 420, keeping us update on the NFL scoreboard. JNob16, giving us some detailed, valuable information that the Ryder Cup was supposed to be in Wisconsin this year. J-Dog is still waiting for his COVID-19 test. That's a great start. I take a COVID-19 test about every 2 weeks. Though I'm pretty locked down. I feel pretty safe, though. Look at this beard. I've been in here for a while. So there you go. We are at the tee now. Hey, AJ Schwackert is here. We are now looking at I forget this guy's name, but we are in love with his swing. It's look at that picturesque shot here, as you can see watching here, the final round of Augusta here. Just a beautiful follow through. That's what you want. He looks very happy with his swing there and shot. Oh, a little bit in the rough, but not in the bunker there. That's fine. You don't want to be in the bunker. Laura Janice is here. We are asking, what's Matsumoya wearing today? I'm assuming Karl Lagerfeld. All right, we are here pitching up onto the green. Look at that great shot there. Oh, well, just as the ball is rolling away, you can see the flag, the wind blowing back there. That is a great light salmon colored polo there. As join us here as we rank the polo shirts here for golf. Here is the Australian Cam Smith. Boom, big swing, and that one's going right down the middle of the fairway there. Great shot. Oh, but Banks. Oh no, but not into the pine trees. You don't want to be into the pine trees. And there you go. There is the most important thing of golf: walking. A lot of walking. No carts allowed here. You got to earn it. You got to earn it. Put a little Band-Aid on the heels and keep walking there. So there you go. Go to drive, chip, and putt. Look at this car here. I'm watching this commercial now. It's a Mercedes-Benz that talks to you. Wow. Dustin Johnson, currently your leader in the clubhouse. Thank you, J-Dog, for that update there. My name's Ken Knapsack, and you're watching a live stream on Josh McCouga's YouTube channel. This is kind of the debut of his show, The Golf Show, in which Josh McCouga talks about golf. Great logo designed by Brian Ward. All right, Josh McCouga is back. I hope everything is okay domestically.
Just had to help my pregnant wife with some groceries. But I got to be honest, I let you keep talking there for a little bit because that was so entertaining.
That was fun. I will have to wrap up soon because my repair guy just texted me. He's close by.
But close. 11:45. So
you took me over, and that's important.
Yeah.
So Josh, while you were gone, your favorite Korean golfer? You said, I forget. Yeah,
Sung Jae Im. Yes.
Great shot, though, just into the rough, short of a bunker. Okay. And Cam Smith down the middle, then it kind of shanked left. He is not in the pine trees, but underneath a pine tree. So that's going to be where he is when he picks up
there. Well done, Ken. I mean, hell of a play-by-play. I liked your plug of drive, chip, putt. Roy McIlroy ending at -11. Would have loved to see him.
Yeah. Dustin Johnson, leader in the clubhouse, and Alexa Bliss did get engaged last night. WWE superstar Alexa Bliss. Engaged. So, all right. There you go. All right. So, Josh, I'm going to go. I'm going to get some extra installed into my wall. And look at Rory. Is that Rory McIlroy? We were talking about Rory's off light salmon polo, Josh. Buttoned a little too high.
Flesh tone.
Yeah. How high do you go on the buttons on your polos? I
usually just. Go ahead.
No, I usually just keep it little Travolta in the 70s on that polo shirt. I don't button up. Keep it loose.
Yeah, I go just high enough that my chest hair is covered, but like maybe a follicle or two is creeping out.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, everybody, it's been a lot of fun joining the golf show here on the Josh.
Love you, buddy.
All right. And I'll see you all.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
See you, Ken. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on the 16th hole. Our leaders are at the 16th hole. And it's the Masters. Dustin Johnson just crushing it. Large Annis, good to see you in here, buddy. Biggest leader since 1997 when Tiger finished with 12. Yeah, there was nobody even close to Tiger in 97. That's when you knew he was going to change the game to where we have it these days where guys are bombing and, they're shooting 20 under at Augusta National. It's crazy. Special thanks to Ken Knapsack. What? Watching the Masters and hanging out.
People are watching.
Yes.
Watch the Masters.
My does Amanda McCouga's like, what are you doing? Yeah, live streaming, watching the Masters. AJ Schwackert's in here. Kate Von D, Rye Flagger, Haskell 420. Everybody's hanging out. We're watching the Masters together as friends from a distance. This is what we do in a pandemic. Also, I really want to be on the
golf. They're all sleeping.
No, they're not.
They all like golf.
They all like golf. Yeah. Listen, I want to be on the Golf Channel really, really badly. So this is my pitch to the Golf Channel and also to Augusta National to maybe have me come and play, hang out, whatever. I appreciate all of you guys being in here. You're all great people. J-Dog says he's buttoned up to my eyeballs a la Adrian Monk. That's a very funny reference. I like that a lot. Big fan. All right, here's DJ for birdie at 16. If he makes this and goes 21 under, AJ Schwackert says, hi, Amanda. if DJ, aka the Camel, if he puts this in for birdie, oh, that's a heck of a putt, man. He is on fire. When you're this good at golf, life just must be awesome. Everybody's trying to get to this level of good at golf, and nobody right now is anywhere near this good. I mean, he is just bombing it, putting people away. His putter finally works. This is awesome. Yinzer 412, great name. Perfect world from Makuga. Masters and Steelers Sunday. You are correct. Doomcoast 12, Josh Makuga for Golf Channel. I love that hashtag. Laura Janis watching from Sydney, Australia. So you're a Cameron Smith then fan, Laura Janis. I get it. Laura Janis. Nice. Very funny. That's very, very funny. Well done. Very Simpsons-ish. John Mulligan. John Mulligan with a great golf name. Just awesome. All right, here comes Cameron Smith. Great head of lettuce on the fellow from Australia. He's a Queenslander. Oh, good eye, huh? He's under the trees. There's a bit of breeze coming in. Every time Cameron Smith's on TV, I will be talking in an Australian accent. He's only got one more hole after 17, you know. But he's got a heck of a swing. Great young kid. Won a lot of amateur events there, junior events there in Australia. He's got a great, he takes it. Oh, he goes left. It's a heck of a pull. Oh, no, he's on the left side of the green. Through the trees, Cameron Smith. Great shot. He's up on that tier. You have a downhill slider from left to right there on 17. Large anus. Yeah, second place. Cam Smith doing great. Pride of Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Adam Scott won the Masters a few years back as an Aussie. Here's Dylan Fratelli. Maybe I'll do Dylan Fratelli in an Italian accent, even though he's English. Oh, he said he fall off the green. He hit it a little too far right. He's heated. Amanda, she know I like my accent. It's your wife. She must love me. She know have to like me. You know what I mean? As we cut to the commercial break, this is the point in the program where we talk about Steelers football. We can talk about the Masters. We can talk about whatever you want. JNob16, aka formerly Oops, does Cam Smith instruct some sort of those workout classes that Amanda likes? Yes, training, mate. Cameron Smith, when he's not playing golf, loves training, mate. It's where hot Australian dudes just yell at your wife to really pick it up, really get it going. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's exactly what my wife would be doing. If we weren't in pandemic, she'd probably have done a training mate this morning or something like that. She just stopped at Starbucks doing all kinds of wifey stuff today. AJ Schwackert, how dare you? It's not better than the German accent. Is there like Bernhard Langer? He played in the Masters this morning. He is a German man, large German man, who's won a couple of green jackets in his time, and now he's on the senior tour, aka the PGA Champions Tour, and he does very well in there. He's won many Champions Tour events. He plays with the long putter. Here we have the drone footage, the lovely drone footage of Augusta National, as you can see, is of course, as it appears via the drone. Lovely drone footage. Now here comes Sung J M. I will not be doing a terrible racist Korean accent. That's for 1980s stand-up comics. Sung J M for par on 16. I've said it since the beginning of the broadcast, and I will say it again. I hate this pin placement on 16. Put it back to where it's supposed to be on Sundays, where we've known it historically to be. I do not like this. I am not a fan. But you know what? They're probably doing that because the only time you put that pin on 16 is when it's in April. Well, Yinza 412, yes, my German accent sounds a lot like Danish Christian Harloff. I don't know how to do a Danish accent. I just made up that accent. It's just, my German is all of Europe, except for France. Or the Irish accent, you know? Or like, I can't do Cockney. Every time I do Cockney, it just kind of, it doesn't make sense. PCR John Luther. I kind of just do like a John Luther accent, I guess. But yes, the German accent is the same as the Danish, as well as Luxembourg and perhaps Liechtenstein, as Austria, yeah, and Belgium, perhaps, as Amanda looks at me from a distance with angry eyes. All right, here comes Dustin Johnson on the tee box. On the 17th hole, he's 20 under. He's up 5 on his closest competitor, who I believe is Cam Smith. Good eye. And wants to keep it up the left side. 17 is a test. Yep, he hits that perfect fade. The sound of the golf club striking his golf ball. I don't have the sound on the TV because I don't want to get sued by CBS or Augusta National Golf Club. But you know that sound. It's like when you take an open forest and you swing a tree really hard. You swing a big stick really hard at another tree. Boom, whack. That's what Dustin Johnson sounds like when he hits a golf ball with his driver. Thanks everybody for tuning in. A special shout out to the sponsor of today's live stream, Dustin Johnson's Beard Follicles. Dustin Johnson's Beard Follicles. If you want beard follicles like Dustin Johnson, just hang around him and collect his droppings, glue it to your face. Dustin Johnson's Beard Follicles for all your beard needs. And there's Sung Jae Im. He's down the fairway as well. I mean, he was putting some pressure on DJ early in the round, but DJ has just run away with this thing. He's played consistently great golf the whole time. I believe his jacket size is a 42 long. He's a slender man, might even be a 40 long, slender individual with a great. He's going to look great with the green jacket. Here comes our boy, Adelina Fratelli. Sì, allora, va bene. He's off the green. He looks like he's trying a little bump and run. Yes, into the hill. It's going to come over the hill with a little bit of speed. A lot like you make at a pasta. On Sundays, you put a little pepper, a little basil, some tomato sauce, and perhaps you use a farfalle as the pasta. Now, Yinzer412. Here we go. Now, I'm going to talk in a Pittsburgh accent when I read Yinz's comments. Okay, so he asked, Yinzer412 asked, can anyone catch Johnson? I don't know anyone can. I'm with you, dude. I don't think anybody can do that. Thanks. Kate Von D says, Spanish, ole. I am John Rom. I come from Catalan. It's Spain. I live in Barcelona. I like the Les Rombles, the Dali. I think Amanda may have to go into another room because she's not liking my accent work. Guys, this is the end of a live stream as a golfer is up 5 shots in the field. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained. Boom. We got about 15 minutes. 15 minutes to go.
Are you going to do accents the whole 15 minutes?
Every time a golfer comes on, Amanda's asking, am I going to do accents the whole time? Our internet has oh, we're back. All right. Scott Wells says, apparently the broadcast was called out for piping in bird noises. That is awesome. Kate Von D calling him Dusty Joe got the goods. Dusty Joe kind of sounds like a country artist, I guess. Dusty Joe. Or like just a guy that never dusts his furniture. Dusty Joe. J-Dog, demonetizing streams aren't my bag, baby. So, yeah, I mean, listen, the only way Dustin Johnson's going to lose this is if he just, like, hits it out of bounds 6 straight times. All right, here's our boy, Rory McIlroy. Amanda Balionis live here in, I don't know, it's Butler Cabin. He's one of the rooms there at Augusta National. Oh, yeah, it's me. I'm Irish from Northern Ireland. And, I tried real hard today. I wore this flesh tone Nike shirt because they're my sponsor, but I got to be honest, I don't like it too much. It's a little too pink. Oh, no, it's got a bit of gray stripe in there. I like the pink. It looked a little too flesh tone there on the screen, but he's back. Here comes Justin Thomas from America. I don't have to do an accent. Dustin Thomas for par. Oh, that was for par? Yikes. Grimash, how is pregnancy going? Is everything fine? Cheers from Poland. Geralt! Yeah, everything is good. Amanda's healthy. The baby is healthy. She doesn't like my accent work, but the baby's going to learn to love my accent work. She's going to think it's so funny, and it's going to really upset Amanda when I do accents around the baby. But that's what being crazy dad's all about. That's what.
Never know which one is the real father.
That's true. She'll never know. Is the father German? Is he Italian? Is he Irish? Is he Scottish? Is he good eye Australian? You don't know. Every day could be totally different, mate. That's how it works here in the McCougar household. Yeah, does the baby think I'm a giant idiot? More than likely, but that's, life. All right, here comes our boy Cameron Smith here on 17. He's got a short one for par. Does he put it in there to stay in solo second place? He's got it. The Aussie got it. I don't know what a Polish accent sounds like. I think it's kind of just like Russian-ish, Grimash. How would a Polish accent? Would it be like a Russian-ish? AJ Schwackert, you're going to be a great dad. Oh, good eye, AJ. Yeah. I'm going to be a hell. I mean, look at his caddy. His caddy looks awesome. He's just looking for some tasty waves and some crunchy grooves, dude. Oh, here comes a Dylan Fratelli from a short distance. It's about the length of a long pasta noodle. It's a long spaghetti. And it goes in the hole. He keeps a spaghetti in the hole and the spaghetti at work. Thank you all for tuning in. We got a few more minutes left here in the 2020 November edition of the Masters. Special thanks to Mark Ellis and Ken Knapsack for stopping by. Also a special thanks to the Chirp app for keeping me entertained during the whole tournament. It's alive, and they're not sponsoring this. I'm down. It's actually just like, I'm up $15. All right, big time. Babe, get ready. It's time to go dancing. See, this is very confusing because they started a lot of guys on the 10th hole to get all of the Justin Thomas hit the fairway with his tee shot on the par 4 18th hole. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Yes. All right. Grimash says something between Russian and Czech if you know how Czech sounds. I don't think that I do. Oh, great putt from John Rahm. We needed that one. Ends with a birdie. 10 under. That's big for my draft fantasy, but was it DraftKings? That's big time. All right, so the Russian, it sounds the Russian. In Mother Russia. I don't know. I can't. That's all I can really do in the Russian accent. I'm gonna have to work on my Polish accent just for you, Grimash, and my soon-to-be child, who will need to learn and know accents to be my daughter. And if both of us start learning accents, we can annoy my wife together. She will love it. And here comes Sung J Im, and your TV screen is not frozen. That is the speed of his backswing. Slow motion. Bing. But man, when he makes contact, it is something pretty. The shot tracer says it all. There he is, center of the green. About a 30-footer there for 25-footer there for birdie. Well, Dustin Johnson hit the green in regulation from 146 yards. I say yes. Boom. Chirp app. If you guys like betting live in game for just prizes and fun stuff, the Chirp app is for you. It's a great way to learn gambling without spending any money. It's a blast. Yinzer 412. I believe the term. Listen, Yins hang out downtown. Okay, if you see guys with hair like that behind there or play hockey, they like hockey. It just got a good head of lettuce, as you'd say. DJ puts it on in regulation. Josh wins his live bet. Center to green. That's all Yins need. 2-putt downer for par. He's got 1 hole left to win the Masters in November. The first time we ever had it. Grimash says we have a lot of SC and CZ, something like shh. I don't know how it would sound phonetically in English. No, I think I get what you mean. I mean, I grew up in Pittsburgh. We have a lot of Polish people, but we didn't keep the accent. Oh, stay right there. Cam Smith stays on the edge of the bunker. He does not go in. The young man from Australia playing a heck of a back nine. He will not catch Dustin Johnson, but he's tied for the lead, or tied for second place there with Sung J Im. Oh, SH is SZ in Polish. Zuz. I don't know what that sounds. All right. Dustin Johnson currently on the 17th hole. The leader's going to be coming up 18 here soon in the 2020 Masters. The first time we've ever seen it in November. Oh, okay. So instead of Simon, it's Scheiman phonetically. Okay. Scheiman. Do you know when the U.S. Open comes back to Oakmont? Yinzer 412, I believe 2024 might be Oakmont or 2022. It's soonish. Yeah. The Minnesota all-hair team lineup video is something I'll miss this year. Scott Welsh, you're not wrong. I love the hockey videos with especially the college guys with their hair. I love dudes, hockey players especially, that take risks with the lettuce, with the head lettuce. Richard Guggenberger says it well. It's nice of Cam Smith to give Happy Gilmore's caddy some work. Yeah, very, very Happy Gilmore-ish for sure. Here's Oh, brutal for Jordan Spieth there. I believe he's on 9, which would be his 18th hole. He doesn't get to walk up 18 on a Sunday at the Masters. It's a real bummer. It's a bummer for golf fans out there that Jordan Spieth isn't the Spieth Leppin that he once was. He needs to really get his game back because when he's good, it's great for golf. Here comes Phil Mickelson for bird. He ends on a birdie, ends 3 over. Phil dominates on the Champions Tour, having trouble here on the PGA Tour. Here's a live bet. How many putts will Dustin Johnson have on the 17th hole from 30 feet away? Let's go. I'm not going to bet that one. The odds are not in my favor. But you know what? Let's do it. I like this idea. I said 3. So if he 3 putts, I could win a sizable. All right, combine golf and hockey to create gawky. Basically hockey, but you use clubs instead of hockey sticks. What if you used hockey sticks instead of golf clubs? Because then I think that would be, golf clubs on ice would be really tough, especially with a puck. And the ball would bounce too hard in the ice. So I think you use hockey sticks on a golf course. That's something I could get behind. Gawky. You could play winter gawky up in Canada too. You could just play golf on ice. You could get pucks and sticks and set up long holes to play. That's actually not a bad idea. Did we just come up with an idea? Doomcoast? Gawky. Yeah, I heard about the weather on the East Coast. Yinzer 4-2 says storm system coming through Pittsburgh could make the Steeler game interesting and sloppy and that. Yeah, just like a good old pierogi on a Sunday afternoon, it could get sloppy. God, I hope we beat the Bengals. We need to keep this lead up in the division. We can't let Baltimore get back on us. All right, here comes DJ from distance. His putter has been just fantastic this week. Oh, I don't think he's going to 3-putt, but you win some, you lose some on the Chirp app. See that? You hear that? Whoop! That's piped in bird sounds from the Chirp app. Will Sungjae Im make his 27th birdie? Let's just say, yeah, let's give one to Sungjae Im. Boom. Could be a big win. I like it. Xander Schauffele came back -7. I'm watching this bottom line here. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Trying to play golf on ice skates. That would be cool. Okay, Grimash, now we're talking. So we set up a golf course that's long ice, like that movie Mystery Alaska. You've got a golf ball that is made out of the same material as like a smaller hockey puck. So you make it like a small hockey puck, one stick, and you have to skate and make see, now we're talking. Yes, Grimash, pierogies. They're delicious. How about golf, but it's not civil? You can yell and backswings, all that jazz. J-Knob, now we're talking. Distraction golf. I like this idea a lot. Add something crazy to golf to make it really wild. Like the caddy can be in the background waving the flag. People are screaming. No objects can be thrown, only insults. Only a hail of insults. Sungjae missed the putt. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, guess who's back? It's everybody's favorite announcer, David Sims.
Come on, you know where that name is from.
I know, it's Tin Cup.
Very good.
Come on.
Very good. All right, so let me ask you, by the way, it's an abortion of a diarrhea shit show over there in Detroit right now. So let me ask you this. DJ just he had 145 on a pretty flat hole.
Yeah.
On 17. He had 145 to the green, or to the pin rather. What are you hitting from there? He hit a pitching wedge. And for me, in my playing days, that was a nice, comfortable 8-iron. And I maybe felt better with an 8-iron in my hand than any other club in my bag. I felt confident from 140, 145 with an 8-iron.
Now, 145 with a pitching wedge is definitely is a stretch for me. Like if I smoked it and had a little bit of help with the wind, I could hit a pitching wedge. But it's a really easy 9-iron for me.
An easy 9.
Yeah. I might even choke up on a 9.
Wow.
To hit
those Makugas blessed with meaty trunks.
That's why
get that turn in there.
A lot of hip action, Mark. A lot of hand action. Attack the ball. Drop the hands. Drop the hands. Matt Lempicki says, "Hi, Mark and Josh." So wait, what is the score over there in Detroit against the Washington football team?
17-3 Detroit.
Okay.
Which is where we've been most of the half times that I've experienced. And then sometimes we magically come back and play a lot better, but it is just so frustrating with this team to see the same mistakes week after week and knowing that we have talent, but we need to play perfect and we need to put it all together on drives. And it's somebody is always the weak fucking link. And it's just so frustrating to watch.
Sorry, buddy. Alex Smith, not playing well.
He's putting the ball where he needs to. It's just that Scott Turner's play calling is really hamstringing us, and Terry McLaurin, by far our best offensive player, had a fumble, which you just don't expect. And again, it's like if it's not one thing, it's the other. And the only consolation I take is that it is the Detroit Lions, and they're big enthusiasts of giving away big leads. So
true.
We can do it one more time.
Here's something crazy to think about as we're watching the Masters is the wind is really starting to pick up here. Mm-hmm. Now, had this tournament been played as traditional in April and the wind were to pick up in the afternoon, all these guys would have to be playing in very, very windy conditions, which would make this course brutal. Playing it over 18 holes could have made this very, very interesting. But now we're on 18. Dustin Johnson with a 5-shot lead. I mean, basically impossible to lose it at this point.
Well, that's where you saw all those low scores coming in Thursday and Friday too, is because you had the weather and the greens were just holding so well, and they weren't that slick yet, and so you just had guys pouring it in. And totally. I love this. This has got to be my favorite tee shot. But if I'm on the tee here, it's got to be one of the most intimidating tee shots I've ever seen because that is a narrow.
Oh, dude, there's no way I'm not putting it in those trees, hitting one of those trees. Yeah.
What do we have to do? I mean, you talk about what's going to get me back into golf. What do we have to do? Who do we have to blow to get into Augusta National to play around? Do we know anybody?
God, no. I can't think of anybody.
Let me see if I have Condoleezza Rice in my phone. I don't think she'd return my call, but
I mean, the only reason to really run for public office at this point is to somehow get in with Condi Rice to then get invited to Augusta National. It's either that or we move to Georgia, get hooked up into the social scene in like Savannah or Atlanta or something, hang out with, some Georgia type people who have family members that could get us into Augusta National. Because being out here in LA, our best bet of getting somewhere is either Riviera or Cypress. Those are our only two. Maybe LA Country Club, as Amanda is crushing everything in our kitchen. Yeah, I mean, those are our private courses out here that we would want to play. Cypress, Riviera, LA Country Club, those kind of places.
What you're saying is that we need to buy a lot of Wonka bars and hope one of them has a golden ticket because that's the only way that we're getting in. But I think we could probably have an easier time. Okay, I have a couple thoughts too. So Cameron Smith. First of all, he doesn't not look like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future 3. Right? Doesn't he have kind of an Old West Seamus McFly look to him?
Yes.
And the way kind of a man
doesn't have a hat? Yes.
Dustin Johnson walks like a badass cowboy coming into town, into a saloon. Cameron Smith walks like he just fell off his horse and he's trying to not like look as hurt as he actually is.
Yeah, I think so too. Like limp it off a little bit. Yeah.
And I finally figured out why Sung Jae Im's swing is so magnanimous to me. And it's because every time he starts his backswing, I think I'm watching Konica Minolta's swing vision.
Yeah.
Like it's so slow that it's almost like hypnotic.
Dude, I was watching it and I legitimately thought that my TV had froze.
Yeah. Yeah, like a end of the Sopranos type moment. What's wrong with my TV?
Mark, look at this one. There is a media raffle every year to get in and play before the Masters. So we need to become part of the golf media and then put ourselves in for Augusta National credentials and then get a part of the raffle. That's what we need to do.
Okay. I'll see what contacts I can massage to that end. When you're announcing something, who do you tend to pattern your game after? Because everybody steals from everyone. And every time I listen to Nance, there's a little bit of Nance in my commentating. There's a little bit of Joe Buck. There's a little bit of Al Michaels. But the overwhelming majority of my announcing, I think, still comes from the cadence of Dave Letterman with the attitude of Harry Doyle from Major League.
So I would say that there is a classic Pittsburgh announcer. His name's Myron Cope. He died a few years back, but he had this real thick Pittsburgh accent, and he'd be like, the Steelers are coming down. Oh, yoy, and double yoy. So a lot of energy, a lot of like weird ticks. And then the always Pittsburgh hockey announcer, Mike Lang, who after the Penguins score, like, he shoots and score, buy Mike a drink and get his dog one too. So like, have some weird isms to say after my announcement, but mostly filling color with just absurd off the wall comments. Mark, you know me. It's, just fake it until you make it. Oh, Dylan Fratelli. Yeah. His mom was actually a seamstress, sewed the wedding dress for Princess Diana in her 1988 wedding to Prince Charles.
That's right. Interesting that Fratelli paired with Justin Thomas, as Justin Thomas was the best man at Fratelli's wedding. However, Fratelli not asked to be in Justin Thomas's wedding at all. It was not on the invite list.
Not even on the invite list. Dylan Fratelli did a destination wedding. Not many people chose the destination, chose instead to send a gift, ignore. It was more of an invitation there for you, Mark, if you will.
Yeah, speaking of happy marriages, any appearance from Lucas Glover's wife?
Lucas Glover did not make the cut. Thus, he has to walk from Augusta National to the next location while his wife takes a private plane.
That poor bastard. They were talking about some golfer earlier, and I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that he literally has been living out of a suitcase because he does not own a house, nor at least any apartment, and he just closed on a house like this week. But he's pretty much living the lifestyle that I adore, like the George Clooney and Up in the Air, where you just basically hotel.
Hotel. Yeah, Sung Jae Im, he's 22. He spent the entire lockdown quarantine with his mom in a hotel room. Can you imagine that?
Perfect. That's what it's a situation I'm looking to get back to next week, but that might be in doubt now with this COVID spike. So was going to fly home to Virginia, might not now. I might just road trip to North
Not going to do that
and just sit and stare for a week.
We're going up north. My parents are still planning to fly in from Pittsburgh. Ben and I are a little nervous about the situation, but that's what they want to do, and I'm not going to tell my 70-year-old parents what to do. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do.
It's easier when they want to do it, when they have the desire. Because my mom is happy to have me fly back, but then it's me actively paying $1,000 for a first-class ticket to come back and try to not kill my mom. So
correct. Yeah.
It's a tug of war.
Yep. I mean, listen, I think my parents would be really upset if they got this and they didn't get to see us. I mean, that's a really morbid, dark way to think about things. Let's focus on golf. Here comes Sung Jae Im. He's got about 160, I believe. Seems like the wind is helping the players. I can tell by the flag there.
Look at that Konica Minolta.
Swing vision. Mark, we played top always a little. Did not go in the bunker.
I'd be thrilled with that shot if that was me.
Thrilled, absolutely thrilled. You're pin high. He's got a little.
I'm putting that too. I'm putting that.
Yep, putt from everywhere, dude. Putt from everywhere. Oh, here comes DJ.
Texas wedge.
He is also on the right side of the green. There he is. Sit there. Right. Great shot by DJ. And this is your 2020 Masters champion.
Yeah. Now, does somebody want to get in Dustin Johnson's ear and tell him that he's about to win the Masters? Or do we not want to tell him that yet?
The walk up 18, he just there wasn't much fanfare to it. It's really sad. They've got all the members in there kind of hanging out, but man, what a bummer to see. I mean, the Masters was awesome, don't get me wrong, but there is something special about the crowds at the Masters as opposed to every other golf tournament. Maybe the Phoenix Open and maybe TPC Sawgrass, but that's it.
I'm convinced that's why Tiger had such an issue, and I still haven't seen exactly what happened to him on the 12th hole. But you got to think that with that amphitheater that he's used to, and just not having it. It's tough for Tiger because it's so deflating because he gets the loudest crowd roars. But I also think it was probably peaceful for Tiger because he doesn't have nearly as many fans yelling mashed potatoes or, Baba Booey, whatever other stupid shit they yell to get attention. Like it's a lot less. So I think I don't know if Tiger appreciated not having fans there. But
well, I think a lot of Tigers, intimidation is the crowd. Like when there's so many people all around, the roar, everything, he's got that working in his favor. Without that, he doesn't have, that Tigerness to him.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm gonna picture this disaster of a game with there we go. So I can watch DJ win this.
Kate Von D says kind of perfectly for Thanksgiving, I'm going to get bottles of tequila and dress them as turkeys and sides. Dig in. Yeah, it's a good call.
No problem with that. My side items are a tiny bit of mashed potatoes. I don't do the gravy anymore. I just don't need it. And stuffing and a shit ton of white meat turkey. And that's all. I don't need your other tricked out side items that we trot out once a year.
Yeah.
I don't need any of that crap.
Here comes Paulina. She's dressed in green Adidas hooking her up as you got to have the sponsor's logo on there. She's just off the green. Wayne's at home watching the kids. Hey, Grandpa, were you good at hockey?
He's too nice to tell you just how great he was.
Yeah.
Who would you give me your top 5 golfers that you want to live in a house with and just like have a great time, like a beach week? Who are your top 5 golfers to hang with?
Okay. I'm going to go Tiger. I'm going to go Justin Thomas.
Tiger?
Yes. I think Tiger's like a good dude. I think he gets ripped. I think he has fun.
I would feel uneasy being around Tiger just because I could never fully relax around Tiger. I
mean, I get that. But also, how cool would it be to get hammered with Tiger?
It'd be great. I mean, it'd be a story. But if I'm just chilling, I can't have a hero that I've worshipped my entire adulthood just there, No,
I hear you. So there's Paulina. Everybody else is wearing a mask. Paulina says no mask. I need people to see my face.
Yeah, no, we got to show them the goods.
So I'm going to take Justin Thomas. He always seems to be having a good time.
I will draft Justin Thomas. You got to have Ian Poulter.
I'm going to take. You got to have Ian Poulter. He can slug back a decent amount. I'll probably get Ian Woosnam, old guy. You got to get an old guy in there, an old drinking buddy.
I'll take Ian Woosnam's caddy. I'd love to knock a few back with that guy.
Yeah.
You know who else I'm taking?
I think you take Rick.
It might be a dark horse pick, but I think behind closed doors, Brooks Koepka's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, no, I bet he's a good time. I bet he's a really good time.
Yeah. Brooks Koepka is the kind of guy, he'll stay up all night drinking with you, and then you wake up at 8 a.m. hungover to take a leak, and he's outside doing push-ups, and you're like, what is wrong with this guy?
I'm going to go. I mean, look, Abraham Answer has his own tequila. Probably be a pretty good dude to hang out with. Plus, he's got that Latin flair. A lot of probably brings in some hot girls from exotic destinations.
If we're going all time, then I think you got to take John Daly in the 90s.
Of course.
I think you got to take Arnold Palmer. Really, anytime. It's never a bad era for Arnold Palmer.
Ken Venturi, best friends with Frank Sinatra. He'd be a heck of an addition to the all drinking team, the all weekend team.
Yeah. And who's dude with the with the Roger Maltby? You got to have Roger Maltby announcing it.
Totally. Gary McCord he wants to come, but nobody sent him an invitation. He keeps texting guys what you guys up to? Nobody responds to Gary McCord. All right, let's see.
Ricky Fowler's a good call, Jay. Now.
Yeah. All right, see if DJ makes this. Does he make it? Oh, man. He wanted that bird. He wanted to go 21 under. He's going to end 20 under.
Is that for birdie or for par?
That putt right there is for par.
All right, so that's also the lowest score
in Masters history.
Tournament.
He breaks the tournament record here.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's it for the Masters. I'm going to go here because Amanda's yelling at me to do something. And she's not yelling at me, but she's over there going like, I got to text somebody something. I have no idea. So
right, well, good luck with whatever fast food you're going to try to talk your pregnant wife into having for dinner tonight. Remember, Chick-fil-A is closed until tomorrow. Last thing, the golfer that we are inviting to our beach house, we're inviting Johnny Miller with the caveat that as soon as he mentions Oakmont 73, he's out. So he's probably going to last 5 minutes.
That's it. And of course, we have to invite Webb Simpson so you guys can talk about Wake Forest golf while you guys make fun of Curtis Strange because he's like went to Wake Forest.
Curtis Strange and I are dear friends, and he is one of the very few men in history who's won back-to-back U.S. Opens. So you will respect Curtis Strange. You'll respect Scott Hoke, who almost won a Masters.
Scott Hoke. Oh, here comes Paulina.
Oh, Paulina's not shy.
No, she's very excited. He just won the Masters.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
She looks eerily, she's a looker there.
Dustin's like, all right, honey, you're really not supposed to be on the green unless you're competing.
All right, let's walk you off here. That's ridiculous. Oh, there she's walking to the caddy, to his brother, Austin and Dustin. Again, very creative names from the parents.
Should we go play a quick 9?
Yeah, she's running out there to get him.
Yeah, I'll just drop a ball on 12 and just walk in. It's okay. Don't mind me.
Yeah. It's hard to fit anything in the pockets of those stretch pants. That's why she has that green jacket, the green Adidas apparel.
Yeah, I can't imagine how tough it is being a woman. It's like a lot of work.
Lot of effort.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, Steve Elkington would be great. Elkington, Craig Stadler, good fan suggestions.
Info Warrior, real quick. Eating History planned a season. We are not getting a season 2. But I appreciate everybody
now. You never know what the future holds.
Maybe in 5 years they want to do another season. We'll see.
I thought that was one of my best lines of the night with the Schmodown is one guy eats history, the other poops the future. And all the gold just goes right over everybody's head. They're so locked into the competition, it all just goes right over their head.
I laughed. I got a good giggle out of that.
You weren't on camera, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's true. Okay, cool. All right. You guys are the best. Love you all for tuning in. We'll do this again sometime. Mark, good luck to your Washington football team and to everybody out there learning or wanting to learn the game. It's the best game on the planet, so play golf.
I will see you next
April.